24-hour economy. Yes, she ya. Jdm&Ndc ya dream who ya kwechiri. Na yebema passport officer ya juma 24/7, no break. Yebema DVL ya juma 24/7, the same for post. Inti ya titi beko juma no pa no watwe 8 hours ebebo no 9 enwumre no wafo. Na Captain Smart akono 9 ako see 12 a.m. 8 hours. Captain Smart airport na some million people. 12 a.m. ABC anopa 8 a.m. And she say where you man anopa mane how because na do bit me adwuma. Where you man nwumra mane how because I match with me adwuma.
A few moments later.
Let me assure you that it is not the idea of government to take public money and invest in something called 24-hour economy. No. So if you are waiting for us to bring you a document in Parliament saying we are taking so much money to invest in 24-hour economy, you won't see it.
24-hour economy. Yes, she ya. Jdm&Ndc ya dream who ya kwechiri. Na yebema passport officer ya juma 24/7, no break. Yebema DVL ya juma 24/7, the same for post. Inti ya titi beko juma no pa no watwe 8 hours ebebo no 9 enwumre no wafo. Na Captain Smart akono 9 ako see 12 a.m. 8 hours. Captain Smart airport na some million people. 12 a.m. ABC anopa 8 a.m. And she say where you adwuma anopa mane how because na do bit me adwuma. Where you adwuma nwumra mane how because I match with me adwuma.
A few moments later.
Let me assure you that it is not the idea of government to take public money and invest in something called 24-hour economy. No. So if you are waiting for us to bring you a document in Parliament saying we are taking so much money to invest in 24-hour economy, you won't see it.
24-hour economy. Yes, she ya. Jdm&Ndc ya. On this platform that churns out nothing but the truth, right? That all the flyers in circulation with the pictures of our national chairman Johnson as Jdm&Ndc, Joyce Muktari, Bauer, spokesperson to John Mahama, Kweku Buahe, Joseph Yamin, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, with various quotations as attributed to them on the 24-hour economy, are all fake news.
They are
fake news.
Let's watch some small video. And so that we can comment. Let's watch this video.
Bread and butter issues is the 24-hour economy.
The 24-hour economy.
Very well.
The 24-hour economy. We're talking about infrastructure. He said that look, we must continue with our program to have every regional capital having an airport. He's talked about the need to have in agriculture to have farm banks.
So I keep asking
cooperatives. So
Wakaso about 24-hour economy. Obi. Meno say. Watch if one in the ton watch it after 6 p.m. Nipas, is it the regular practice?
maybe because there is no demand.
Absolutely. So
At that time.
So you have to stimulate that demand.
You have pharmacies that are operating 24 hours. They provide security at a cost. President Mahama says the state will take that responsibility to provide security for you. Fuel stations no longer run 24 hours, except few.
So if hold on. I'm just trying to understand. So if I should open my business at night, I shouldn't pay for security.
No, yes, the state
government will pay for security for me.
That is what the President Mahama says.
Is that possible?
No, President Mahama says that we are going to focus on private entities, particular manufacturing and industries. He made mention of even fuel stations. He made mention of pharmacies. The responsibility to maintain security in the state is the responsibility of the police. And the reason why fuel stations, only few, have been closed at night, happened under their administration.
How is that so?
President Mahama says is that, look, we will provide security for industries and businesses who apply to take advantage of the 24-hour economy.
And government will pay for security?
The government will provide security. What are the police there for?
Do we have the money for that?
Don't we have police officers who can patrol the streets?
No, but you're talking about security. I mean, a lot of these businesses have their personal security.
I am saying that the president says that that personal security, which you spend so much money, for which reason you can run your pharmacy 24 hours, the state is going to take that responsibility. That is the 24-hour economy.
At what cost?
Oh, at the cost of the state?
That 24-hour economy no. Enti no yebe ne say. Yebe identify sectors yebe to me aboa omo with revenue, with resources, with even technical knowledge, with security. Na yaboa omo ebia factory bi ana company bi with free zones. Na yaboa omo na omo etumi asisa because ebia omo machines nkrapo no ebia capacity no eni ho and say ye recalibration be inti it will be carefully examined and then the companies and our factories and our business establishments are able to me adjustments no ye apart from that no so no labor and conform be ye adwuma no as I say ye in nhyehyɛ emra as I say emra sesa into even policies and laws ni nyina no ebesesa to realign into nyoma bebre be sesa nhyehyɛ ye be ye nhyehyɛ bebre but the basic idea no say instead say wo be ye be ye adwuma 9 to 5 no ye hye say ye be chi aye adwuma 9 to 5 7 to let's say 12 and then 1 to let's say 6 now yenya more employment yenya more resources and revenue yenya more products and a bigger market especially for your export into ye betumi ahwe poultry ye betumi so ahwe some aspects of farming and some production. Yeah, that's it. This is the idea. I know ye ma ye no wasena ye mfa wo de no ensi.
About the 40 day. Our
24 hours economy.
Now how they all tias here.
24 hour economy no. Obi atias here. Very very simple. Sisi ase ya buy about 10. Ekobot 10. Abona ekobot 10. Ya pon another president another program it was it's another 24 hours na yakọ anim. Arambwa. Ya pon mo show na still on edda ho. Arambwa. Who put my studios? Na sada so from 10 to 11.
Yeah, and go off.
Mon pon but another political program enkoso biom.
Ono Ankasa would love to do that. But they be another holding quantity, and that is where John Mahama's 24-hour economy comes in as a deliberate government intervention to encourage that person and make it easy for him. Okay. Yet it was no. You think any amboso. Yeah, the idea be by friend of time of use tariff. Emra will be use Kenya and a better boa will be tria. It will use soon Kenya no. Emra ni pado will use soon Kenya and your friend peak hours are. Maybe no crown be me okay. Now we use Kenya no off peak hours. Emra nipa kakra bi use Kenya na ni atebo no so ama.
You know the night adwuma nko
there be because the meter na ebe use for time of use no calibrated to run 24 hours.
Lawyer.
Nti say enye adwuma anopa na anadwo nko na we use it will cut you out. You won't benefit from that. It will be calibrated say for peak hours 6 a.m. to say 9 p.m. Charge obi use Kenya 1 kilowatt hour of power charging 1 cedi. But if it's 10 p.m. you go see how much 5 charging 50 pesos. But if you are not but if it is not running 24 hours, now all the policy.
All right, a team for Medamuni na say Emamo Akwaba at the bar and Pachoma 1 second. All right, sorry, Pacho, I'll take it again. Now, my money now about the bar political zone, so sorry, I had to go and take care of something real quick. Now, Mema Wakwaba said the American will be our shame, maybe I'll show me free beer. I hope say Nyankopon would in the weekend, no Miss Yamini made in the and then 8th of December 2025. Onyamia Ibi. Onemi edini ye. I hope so. No also no webusuya edini ye. Mesra say, oh Shem will YouTuber. The only way I make me recognize it, and then they say ubeja message, and I say ubeja comment. Na me hu na me to me I dey. I'm out shout out. So as soon as I Shem Facebook so. And also uja comment ya me hu na me read it na mama wa kwaba and then nyame ya adoma ye one of the communication directors from our Western region for MPP and a bidding come these days no me pesa ye more of the communication people never now you find out some of the lapses are a bear moon na yentumi hu kwan ya yebetumi ayeden asoso nini na no and as time goes on we shall be bringing some of these district regional communication executives on here Tino Brand soon or joining I'll make sure say we will talk about it again 1 year after elections 2024 what has been your take? And as 1 year near your tour about Edikoyi and this almost 1 month try being or assessment and the same. The BD and also home come finally any other businesses we will talk about it. But first and foremost, yes, a young fat and needy madia and needy seno. Yeah, the Yamiase say or day in fear bako aka your former president. The gentle giant. Actually, people think say he's the best president so far. That can be debatable between Onon and Nadu Dankwa Kufuor. But this is President J. Kufuor, a man who served Ghana with dignity, a man who served Ghana with hard work, who brought a lot of innovations and a lot of NBA. Kufuor na di NBA. Metumi aka say your president ya yenya ye ni na Kufuor. And a day and be by and there yan NTS a nawoda and unti political zone minimum crop for your henny na ya de awoda fefe awoda kese awoda and kwa and what ding womb and a yesre edema your former president J.A. Kufuor His Excellency Nyankopon enkoson tunen kwandem na Nyankopon mo ano na eduaba wedua na asase so no Nani who say nini na afefe ansana obefira asase so a wefira asase so papa yeni so papa yeni je se nyame abo ho ban akrawo na odi mfie ba so aka wo mfie ho yempa ebo ni na ne se oma wa hoden oma onyinkyere na dia ono asafo Yehowa aka fa ho no emrem wo ho as you celebrate your birthday no may it be fruitful in whatever that you put your mind to or you do. Sister Ellen Bacho, who will be a person who catch a former president and son has started a program now. Madam Ellen, the Bacho. Okay. All right. Yeah, then I say. All right. Intino, a tip for said I made in Kakano. Oh, share me now when you comment here. Me who oh Shamina one share one moame oh Shamina one support to one moame enti baby I will show me free be TikTok for mo share me mesremo TikTok no money me dwuma na da o tap so uja comment to keep page ni busy no and ebema obi ehun u repost to just repost keke ebeboa ama adwumadie no atumi akonani and me guess ni nya me comments na onyame ya adom no be coming sa me ne mo me de no ebe start. Sister Ellen, ene 1 year 1 day after 2024 election. By this time, na menam kwan so a me free Central Region, Eba Accra. Na oyawo defeat ene niama akoko so at that time. And then onyame ada Roma abanya na NDC for epushi Ghana for kotoye no aba abemu for 1 year now. What is your short assessment? Then I will go to the guest of the day, and then from there I will tell you about picture now a woman chino. Pachoma mintio. Okay. Okay. Odo Azoka. I Dubai Deputy Ambassador. Ono no mo de neko.
Situation. So 2 young men, and that's 41, or my neighbor was 49. Only I feel the same region. Only I had this elections in Germany. Yes, we need a seat, of course, my neighbor was the party we need. I'm a minister. Yeah. Many of my neighbor are in the party in Yapping. So who be I'm in a reflective mood. The kind of I'm in a Dr. Baumia. Near Yenswano MP. Your IDA conference war. Say Belgium. 3 days ago, we go through my gallery pictures and you try. Just came out. I'm a healthy, strong young man. Young come about the future of the party. You know, one of the court issues. Well, maybe you need to have a policy, but I feel be any winter. Last year, by this time, I'm sure and I made it Ghana for them. Maybe I started to do one because we will send them. Was last year by this time,
Aye. Wabubu agudem. Yeah.
Different state institutions, national security institutions, all because yeah, we have institution here. No one will keep it. I want fertilizers near the corporate have also come. Last year by this time, started. Last year by this time, police me, you know, in Dampare. Now I keep saying, on my name, if you say, on NDC for because of extension. 80, yeah, so decision I take during the elections. And those many MPP for you because my military and my out. Now that part is true. So even with also on my soldier for and man soldier for no so I no more. And I Pennyama, NDC for Pennyama. Okay. Sammy last year by the time I made the garden, I was TikTok. Now make it Ghana for made them so make it can be trouble. If you start the man, everything. Yeah, the poor handy over. A free walk of is in there. And that mean who said you have to wear your best friend the black 2025. They said, I feel like I can't wait to see the end of this year, honestly. Now, made in Pipe, actually, on Loyal Ladies platform, say, I can see any brilliant. Look, when I mean, I see any brilliant. You'll be a GD and fasting and prayer for the next 30 days. So you're Christian, I said by now, what do you want to work? Now we don't know go from now on we are Muslim, whatever it is that you believe. You put that down and check. If you say some are clear win and set time 3 in 2026. Then I have Bonnie and Cofa by. Cofa by Bonnie, but no fuck with you can show educate to me. And then maybe I believe it's we are paying for something. Wednesday.
Yeah, no problem.
Wednesday. That's about
aye. Sada no crack.
But if you are feeling it to me, I'm saying I am finding fasting and prayer to you because the can call the Bronya, the correct idea. You know, we will have your Bronya, you're meeting it. Yeah, make some price. You think of what some room and your man who was going to be talk. Also, what's it done at that form? You don't have that from the son for so many anything.
You mess about home. You say le mess about home me me guess ne ka say edu baby a me ba ho na matwen wo so adwen training bi e dey fresh show no manako. The ambassador me can say many so pa selling. Many so papa enye easy crowd. The way of late what boa me in terms of every time being here no Nyankopon shroud. And I owe you a lot. I owe you big time, and I'll fulfill it. Original lady, no more joining in Mamuni na kwa baby. Your guest na every so see and kamedene babe personal we free so see and you know producers me patcho samo wa mon san country na on joining BOI. Sremupi honorable Fuseni patcho also utie mi a me pacho bomode na san wura mu BOI na yeni nkomo etiefo said na America no 1 year ni a ye papa John Dramani Mahama aka Tokuku Umba eba abemu na in fact me ho most of the times na esan ya me ya say we went through everything to tell Ghanaians what was right. And so Ghana for Amfaya Jene and your Jene. And we won't decide they say one more bet some Monsano. Now we mark of John Dramani Muhammad Naba. Me Felix Apia, I'm not too shocked because I sat on this same platform for those of you who follow me. And I'm a catcher and say John Mahama and sign baby, you know, and my maybe be papa bia. Na nini nane adwene a yema emuye mre edema NDC for. Any ebua NDC for any edema Ghanaian voter. Sabe, se uma obi ebetua bama. I believe say ye woniama woka eto nipa na sum se esese wo ye den ogina so na ode to abama. Now yet na ha ema sami jenfi eye nanimu nwa ne ade na eye Saturday no, to be honest with you, me share Ernest no na me share NDC 4 boys. In fact me re ho ye say wo share NDC 4 boys see those time Koulibaly num omutini de aye ya no mo de ne nam mo ho gase bi ye ho ana enya akono bi na o show mo ernest yie na se entade bi o mo enya pempam ekopem de etu aminsu no mu kura ne o mo de camera koto Sami Gyamfi so awo nante na behwe NDC 40 bonko so etwo kase eyi sebe Sami the next flag bearer. Jesus Christ. Sami Gyamfi the next flag bearer of NDC. Because Oyeden were ditro. Because me, Otremi nuya Eric the Germany na the trouble me on the cool guy. Me Eric those times so Eric and say chipa kwabanya na kwaban bi chese udin kukra febro trema no grass rakra entoso. Enra mi hu Eric when say yes be twana fono chicha na me say na say muni na chese anka munye skedi anka mo be nipa. Skaka kraba mo na chese NDC foi astart here ye fan sa no. Oh Debbie. Na mi hu ni na no and I'm adwen sign crashes in tra wo mu di ye nsem a wo mo kan ye a e ma ye koji di ye no ene edu oni na sisi ye na wo MPP ni no so edu esi ye na wabufuo no wanya ho mfaso afi yabufuo na e ba ye di jabufuo ne den na no nti wankasa wo nso no utugu abonten ekofa ntetu se den di chemu no ene ebufuo no wasoso aba de wateso aba akoyi ama. I know saying cool ye man. Now you be breaking it down. Sure. I am of the view, say Ghana is raising lazy politicians, and if we are not careful, I bet there will be no Ghana, let alone what we call politics. Especially looking at the rate our country, get polarized. Polarization and and never quite sorry be away NDC ni okwa sorry be away MPP ni odwan ko we away MPP ni odwan ko we away NDC ni. So the whole nation is getting polarized. And the journalists now your person ka MPP ni NDC for bekasa and ko omo de no kure ne beba no journalists go meeting up program so ka say esebe your party for non can say men kasa moment one kasa answer a question when you know that the other person is lying. And Ghana is really bleeding. Yade yamfa no asetena pa John Mahama 1 year yamfa asetena pa mra electricity bill ai see patromo hold on. Tira na me pesa me dey ade we come no e be ye bi bia nkofo we Sister Ellen patcho ubetumi take over mama why Mr. Opi ka bomode kasa kakra ma me on in any of the na me dey ade mo bi odo na no aba omo be fa dey wa say
Bluetooth mode.
Chale, tap someone. Sterling Pacho, Otemenka. Hello, Sterling. I'm saying Sterling, so I think for more than Pamuchomi, the idea move or done and about to see how I miss them. Away, when Patona Mesanka take you away over Mamma, for Bejadi, one band me from my film on my eyes or more. Done and intimidate, a dear mom or done and was a Sianaka Mabanka.
So, man, what do you want me to do?
Just like continue the program for me with any submission, please.
No problem. You're a com director.
Me pacho on my na me training, on one na me training, on my na me training.
Okay.
On one na me training.
And I was here for you to ask not Felix Busa assembly. And I presume that met was no mebusa. Or see. Ubufu yena one kotuabano. Oh, me de wo MPP nina wutie mi no. One kotu wutie because ye nearby ye check ye ni egu say ye MPP for no ye nko for na kotuaba. Over 2 million of them. Afiba queen. Me pa cho webufu na kosi say. Nye na open on saka. Nye na open whatever it is now when ni abre ho na odin say aban no enye. Na odin say MPP anya amawo. 1 year yi anye bia wahu ene proof. On saka. Ni esinye me chekire mu. Wona aban ma wadwuma. Me MPP wa aban so. Me menye adwuma bi anyo. Selling your man appointment muti bi manti. But wona when be tini pia ye party minti yetimi do ko share baby. Na de ba ko mehu afa MPP mabunu bi no ho me say. Nyame ye dum ye de ni ko share baby a no akwa join ni. NDC for ni nkrofo no mu twa aban no mpoa no. Wo ko share baby kro no. Wanya to aban ma ye wanya campaign. E do so say ye fra wo support na koye campaign. Wo ka tire ye politics wo nya biom no. Nya MPP for bi say ye do ko share baby papa. And next this for by ye you wedi. So fast one no. Last week Ghana mo kan GE baby am go no. Or GE crisis Ghana Enterprises Agency. Me district director singing now where you so you found MPP district name regional directors. So you are ready. And so you were not the NDC for because who so the influence you had at GA and at all the other government agencies now we make media influence the power and also work. I bet my power when you do my work into one. It's only Chief of Staff to show you where the Omaya, the Mago Krawaya, the GA boss, who I get on what now I say. As a someone now will the NDC for sure next time. I buy Bani and Mawa to my yard. Uber Kaisa Bino. NDC take you over in the last 1 year. Had done the form ranking and Maba you with your TV. Mutina ye. Say you were leader like Dr. Baumia. Doctor Kate. With dismissal letter, with dismissal text message, with dismissal whatever na you screenshot to all. No, in a year will next appointment letter because one of your back. You make sure that they all go back. And only your hope. And yes, no one. Ghana money and him to be taken, that be taken over. Or share ready and in the parliament. Abana one kotono so fa so ba ko na mama won enne ye jan ko for se sami janfi enye sika wo gold no gold na do bo ho ban se ye fan hye ho ma ye nfe nsuo na ida ti asem wo fi na do ni bi hu ye wahi eye me wa na do ni bi ye finance minister fa ho ban wo de ani se wo wanya wo de anya me do mu a wo nya wo de wo se ye wahi ti wo ko di NDC fo achi ankoto aba and my baby, no Obobra. Joyce Bower, Mahama, Joyce Bower, Niaba, management, Niaba, my Maya, it's Nanado, Sushuman, Ninia, what would say when you went to Pina Menocasa, where Pina would say, Una Menocasa. Who see you when it's 1 or 2 other. And the you be. Nana do near Crona and who you were hino, or no commonly know. Dr. Baumiana and who you were, then I can confidently tell you, say he's okay. Me, Yana, who am mobile. Yani, you. And the Abana 1 quarter now, which you don't know, who's work for. Who work for 1 quarter, which you don't do DPP for them, now by it for you. SSC na ya manshi every friend said the PTA you so that issue if you say I'm talking near man to see what I put your PTA diesel. Once I went unya, would you end this if what you bet me a man, you bet me up? Quite a day. Quite and you see the family so by Nami Busamo. Me Busan, and you be a before I know work for the same. Yamako Yamo, and I know you on only meaning a boy, so mean that I want to hold it down. It may be any problem. But almost almost when you have money now, my member experience be a branch be a catching. A branch when me try like dear 5 years ago. Me one Methodist investing and no Bible. When you say on your Juma, or Bank of Ghana, you found me, I am brand show. Or far so security background, Kakra. When you're Juma, what appointed was started, Jones and DC for by a unit. What better if you? But I said, no. Or friend, Madame Benyati, Madame Bank of Ghana for from you, what dear children or the appointment or the application letter call you. Or for almost 6 months, or go through the process. On your politician, Mr. Security Agency, or no Yasamon fan. Yeah, you when you
yo.
When you not if you. It's one. Namiado, Nanado, America, foul soldier. Namiado, your foul police. Nanya, I will progress over, but won't say what Yakati. Tiapa, we are mamma happy. I'm a mamma quaba, but your back in like May I do my thing? Nana, about me and Simon. Now, Oba, some mistake, yan say,
Yo, Sister Ellen, Miss Meda Sepane, say Medija now to me. I already knew you would keep it going. On your mission, now the Aokaninazo is well in order. Yenya idea bufu to a bano yenye bini adieno and nebufu no eswatiana. Yes, ABR. Wama can operate Juma Bono. That's even if that was the only job you could do. ABR, Wama Baumia presidents, the ABR Bono. But one Casa Brabum. Are you happy with Sebi dia Eko Sonana? Me guess in the sla on my Nanso, me will video be ha me person mebo. Now me talking about assessing them because ye mane beluku Sebi Nanado Tesono na a chamene bre a menia Sebi ebra mamefo. Try a medicine jaso we a kufuado ameboa. Even though Senan Crawford a coach school. Yes. Yes, madam. Me patrol you, me da say. Okay. Inti Nanado dan kufuado. Knowing so well. I just thank you. Ebo modern say Obama Obana dache. First na ni itama ni ye yankola no ade ane ye nanano mutumi kan se ono de school no antumi ankobi nanso opeso ode ne mma eko as ejapade a odi job minim say ye ni na ye remember sa ne ama no I believe say ye kai sa ade no when your grandmother will say that I wasn't able to go to school but I'm happy that I'm leaving education as a legacy for my children and therefore se obi ba na se utumi be ma obi educational. It should have been something I say in to me energy home. Now unim usually no and I make say me say here for man no and usually ya near Jimmy. And here for my pan, yeah, papa near my minimum need to say Philip you could fit at you dinner we would see any dinner crowd to me. Baby of you know education any crowd or branding yakra but part in the politics in Tino. Not Jenny and Yankopon de man says or de Jenny no one say, oh, there be it just say me ye it just say me ye be no, and ye no Jenny. Or Jenny say on make BB na on fan say on fin defending the party keke because offer a kufuado a devilish party, but was able to see 5.7 a Wisian Yanka children to school. Now wow ye Yankopon no ba ye. Sebe di ankodano di anabron ne de man kodano wu nyankopon tumi fa mo na wo no sebe obron sam a wo ye no we a chin bibia but NDC for the just like I've said no and could do the middle of next year there mo ankasa mu okromu mo betin sam mo no almost no when they fight they don't fight fair Afeni ye betwitwin kontim ba de akobobo ye executives ne hwan no mutiri. Mti wo de me guest ya bayi ma me fensia na me ne no eni kan start. Mr. Isa Fuseini me pacho otemenka. Say on turn or camera no on number 1. Tisanka betumi turn or camera on no on ebebo afi so we me too ho. Ntanka betumi a me too ho a na ye hu nipa ye ne edin komo no say ha adwene a eni die mu ara. Mr. Isa Mpacho. Me pacho unmute yourself why na yentumi nte wonka. Hello Mr. Isa. Yeah, be Mr. Fuseini, Mr. Isa saying. Mr. Fuseini. Ote yanka. Producers, me pacho, Moma no unmuting no Hawaii because he's muted. He has to unmute himself. If he is talking now, we can't hear him. So please do that for me. What do I do? Okay, take him off. Already. Okay. Enuntino. Yes, tell the regional communications director, tell the dean to. Okay, he's joined with another one. So let's see. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, that's much better. That's much better. Thank you so much. All right. Pacho, good afternoon, good evening. Mema Akwaba Edeba political zones. Pacho na make us
Good evening.
How one can be to me also come and Kebebo because we want to see who we are talking with. But say to me so that is fine. We will take the audio like that.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. So we are going to flow in English or Tree. I mean, like, which of them would you want us to?
Any of them, I'm comfortable with any of them.
Yeah. I think he's trying to connect his camera. Ghana network, meaning baby or shady, but network no man the problem. Network no man the problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my. Yes. Now I can hear you. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you right.
Beautiful. Now such a handsome man, and now we were doing with camera. No, there been patch of woman who send people have the men. Why? But 5 months are there, so to me do all right. So it's here for and then yame ayadom yenya one of the kuku dam communication where kuku dam maybe wa yene better train and then come out and then come on with videos be nini na no yede kaka ye ho 1 year after John Mahama and NDC took over. Yabo video na ye tie the commentary na yes your commentary kakra ewo ho na de ama mesia kan mo se dwumadi is powered by Jdm&Ndc, Mami Jdm&Ndc. Today powered by Mami Jdm&Ndc. Or ha no so what TikTok manage TikTok side or say also ebeko ye afi ye penny for chairman Janice and 1 year boy ni na Reverend Tim for Jono omuni na edemu na say Dr. Donfe Mr. Frank Bano, and also Professor Isaac Boedi omuni na ekahona ituminya such people on this platform. Yan chekra no mama yamfa enkomono enhyehyɛ so. Mr. Fuseini. Maybe I yenim say we the Dean of Communication and as I'm kind of saying one a year chairman of all the regional communication directors. Not just say communication directors say what region nimuni na Western region in ano one penia or dano na make I will say Sister Ellen Amadeko or no so until the can be ano or te. Tino mema wakwaba na afi kan bibi kakra fa ho kyerɛ.
Yeah, me do so in there. Jdm&Ndc de ba menua ba. Enti ono de onya hoho mame. But as you said no me din the Isa Fuseini. Western Regional Communication Director. I'm also na misanso ya Dean of Regional Directors. Regional Communication Directors ni nyina no me na meda omo ano. Communication there over the years beginning na be a panel member and I say serial call and pon me share say na me the panel membership in the Western region na 2018 appointment to the Regional Communication Directorate as Western Regional Communication Director until from 2018 till date na me hold that particular position. And that is the reason why I'm here the Dean of Regional Communication Directors. So in short, that is the role I played in politics. And as polling station secretary for almost 12 years before coming into communication. So that is the role I play for the MPP party.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, the Nyamia Sepa. Is Ellen Obi Bikana? Okay, Uti.
Yeah, good evening.
Regional director. Now from day one, he's always been nice to me. He's always walked me through the ropes. Just when who prepare our dream says it's on the make once, he always gets in touch. They are called the regions, so he makes the work easier. And he's actually the best. And I say no church Western region near my MPPIA. And I'm happy to say when we say back to the national level. I know said it can be quite tedious, so be free. Western region TV so I was starting over. And when every time he comes, it's excellent. On the Western region and PP news. It's I'm happy said no. Okay. And you people you actually love hearing it. Okay. Especially see Western region in some more can. Okay. Who say yes, when you all can. Okay. And he's on the ground. It's very Baba. And I hope you have a nice time today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my sister.
All right. Eja, I also the rules to be answer the you will be a friend the bullet question. And no, sometimes it gets a bit rough or hard, and you can choose to plead the fifth, or you can decide to answer to your best knowledge. In this time, Nusudua will bring you that. Now, to set the ball rolling, as Dean of Communicators, the NHS communication, no, where the Muakotene. Me pese you start the program no this way. You starting Frabonting. Area na TSC yankasa your party no. I believe say better that way.
Yeah.
And 1 year, 1 day, Ghana for regardless of Niama in the Western region, Central region, wherever, they still decided to give the mandate to NDC to rule. Now, what would you say, or what would be your assessment, sector by sector, if you can, of the NDC John Dramani Mahama Excellency-led administration? Do you think they have performed, they have outperformed, they have underperformed? How would you grade them? Let us start off from there.
Okay. My Mendy Kane and the production team now. Then I'll also extend my greetings to your audience.
Okay.
1 year, I think today is the second day or the first day after 1 year when the elections was declared.
Yeah.
Now NDC Obi Samia between a catch or say NDC there. Say performance there or more underperformance is something that I can say for just a lighter side. If I say they are underperformed. Because the reason why I'm making them ask something there, I buy way a package are buying or QNet are buying or more packaging lies propaganda. No, Modema Ghana for then yes we are toy. Now you got to about at the moment. The reason why these are questions they about 3 or 4. Now Obi Biara even so when your MPP Nimpono or your NDC no with ya. Obo who say NDC from beginning no what shots they were didn't throw Ghana for up to date. Na Ghana for who abankura wa abado John Dramani Mahama John Dramani Mahama the first time 4 years ko na ya fide ebia sabi oba no nyama bi wo hon mistakes a oye no obosua nanka wa sana anamonto but oba no okay first thing we heard was that sikapia amanfo edeko amanone a oya in dollars na alhaji bi na wokochi Rambo styles actually sikano ya fake na omukọ akoye investigation na etiri ya wia ya bati omonka mi bisa Ghana ne biala oti ni there fit that time little bit national security have they given Ghana for update on how kanu eyira ya na sikano fake na sikano omodo koye omosaye no omo update Ghana for how sikano ekwesi ya say ante fi Ghana for aban ho na obiaso media for no obiaso mbisa say announcement na omo ya ewie no sikano wahi obia mbisa secondly misanso mbisa say after your hand over edemo na minister for energy oye Ronjina Paul Bakate say containers bebre ayo ewa friends and Tama port and they are looking for those containers. Investigation has to be conducted and those who are involved need to be prosecuted. Till date, the containers ni you. Na one and other question odmu. Then the containers ni fi have odmu. Say yisigi phone omudu koye till date. Questions are still lingering and Ghanaians are still demanding answers to these particular questions that I'm asking. Till date, omo and to me and provide the answers. Media for no are very quiet. The civil society organizations are not one way thing. At the time, they are very quiet and nobody is asking questions. Third one, Malama region or Western region, there was a man, they are now oil parliamentary candidate. Or contest say I was a candy. Na Nipakono Yanya Edribwana IFN cocaine parcels worth over about $15 million. Ningina no na Western ya cheap cocaine no transport cocaine the core Greater Accra region. Na Nipakono ya say wa abscond ya hu bibia offer it till date. Update what about Magana for bibia cocaine no wo. Na ense bibia investigation akodu either Nipakono no ya involved no panya man my friend panya ya yes no was secondary contested parliamentary candidate in the ticket of NDC in 2020 now wanya such a person no the case is still hanging. They are not updating Ghanaians how the case has ended. So all these things are hanging on nature no yes we are resetting Ghana na omoko Ekochi MPP, prominent people that they thought there, to me that Ghana for the Ghana for engine this MPP for very corrupt. And they've arrested so many people in the MPP government, in the previous government. Till date, if one person that we are talking about is being prosecuted, successfully prosecuted, for now, no, many will be successful prosecuted under the NDC government. But Ghanaians believe that MPP are very corrupt because of the way they package their message. On the nature, President Mahama, the main campaign message that convinced Ghanaians to vote for them was the 24-hour economy. The 24-hour economy, no, was Ghana for who said because that time number are very desperate for jobs. So anything about jobs, Ghana and Babu then to amount because among them say, Obama Juma Moye. I buy in the 24 hours here to say about $4.5 billion. Next year here say by friends and a 24-hour economy. Majority leader Bakat said there 24-hour economy and Babu no so Obia off there. 24-hour economy, no, the item of a barrel leave or pay now, then they so forget it. And then they went ahead and provided a budget, make a provision in the 2026 budget. About $120 million there. Young fan for a 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
So the youth are very disappointed in the way NDC packaged their message in 2024. Now, you know, Mabuna Omo NDC for a minimum one, or maybe no more Yankufu. No, when you know, our Western region have minimum debris. They are still walking around without any job. And about 130,000 people aging near you money payroll so because they wanted to fix NDC for soldiers. So no be some margin say NDC for mobile for 1 year then or year. It will be I would describe it as abysmal. Of the echo and the pain Bragana for because Omunya GDA and Mahama Susa Mahama Ba, no Subaino, or Basasa, nay, any damage to abide the John Rahma. Na Mahama Ba, no disappointment, no po, or no nature no crampo, as I see atam the Magana for say, President Mahama, or perform a year pa, if you go to the media platforms on CSOs, pastors, and other influential people, no, they feel they don't and the cough of nature. They say, President Mahama Ayadiama. But all that we are talking about, no effect on the ground. Also, then you come to the Western region. Now they are to add insult to a Farmers Day or because a minister or Mufi Western region, Emilia Atta. They're the best minister so far. Since I market tilapia, 10 pieces of tilapia, a 2 million 10 Ghana cedis. and you see, it's like a joke, and people are not talking. Media people have been bought. Some of the other people, and Felix, I want to thank you people for creating those platforms and giving us the opportunity to talk because. Other media, traditional media platforms, we've lost it. MPP, say to me, nay and so them platforms you do. Nay and so to establish in a year, nay and find your campaign 2028. We should forget about the traditional media because they now have platforms that they've created for all the media men and they are paying them every month. I have some media people who are on payroll every month. They give them 2,000.
Okay.
So how do you convince such a media guy? Yes, to campaign for MPP. No. And some of them felt that they worked for MPP. And when we took the power in 2017 to 2024, no, yeah, to me, I'm BBR. And to say, they will go for the ND. So it's something that we need to resource you people. Make sure that your platforms are. We have to make sure that we get a lot of people to buy into your platforms, so that we can market our campaign. We can sell our message to the Ghanaian people, and most of the youth happily they are also on social media, and then we can build and move on. Because say you're neighbor to to me Western region, they've closed the radio down. Only TV station now, but radio station they are closing it down. Accra, I think Movement TV, or more radio, the Movement Radio, so want to me radio, they have closed it down. And so many platforms that we use to air our messages have been closed down. So me, Ebisama, NDC came to me, their coming was a revenge. And not to satisfy the Ghanaian people. They thought their MPP has dealt with them and they are coming to pay back.
Okay.
So their focus is that they are paying back MPP what we have done to them, or some people suffered under the MPP administration, and they are coming to pay back. That is their focus, and not to help the Ghanaian youth.
But that's yes, the reason why you are the dean. I'm not disappointed. Now, just to chip this in, Oh yeah, wound to me. And when they chema wound to me our court the memory. Nene the latest one about wound to me the and so I want to and say Ethiopia ana one of the afrase a year wound to me there. And then prosecutor Nankasa and say Attorney General for Nankasa Babekase. Anyhow. Say you chema wound to me. Sa we no ne dia. Afesu bio. Say krata bia no e kire sa dia. Nya ne krata bia no e san so kire say wound to me aye den. Akoye galamsey wa asase kon na omo kan so. Asase ne bi no kre e wound to me dia. But I say wound to me akoye so adwuma no. It's never so. And so nyame ya adoma next Monday. Omo ba judge no ebere den. Ebe ruling on that. They are the woman say. Yeah, prosecutor no yeah ayenenum ati ase say. And next week na mo be ka kire say oh afei de ye ko hu papers say kire say tuo no e to media. All admit this evidence.
Yeah.
He's not going to admit that evidence. And that alone takes us back. And since we've been in communication for long, Chairman won't be prosecution start saying and I'm doing kaka kire mo say. You are Ghana Beboka, you need to judgment debt at the amateur because the same idea of Modi John Mahama one, Modi and not seeing the excavators now. You come here, children, not Ghana now Boka. Ghana owes Chema to me. Now they are using the same template. Let us use the media to prosecute him. Let's use the media to prosecute him, not court. Because just like you said, no. And this intimate prosecuted will be illegally. Media has been prosecuted. However, almost they have shut Ghana for trim through the media. Say MPP for ya for na ye court. When they know, when they came to government, their first target was Kenufuriata. Now they came back and said they cannot hold Kenufuriata. Let us find a big fish. Now they went back to Chema to me, and at the end of the day, everything is going to crumble and crash on their face. And see, for that one, I know when it's all said and done, to me would come out clean and dusted. Now let's get back to our conversation. Maybe about video be. Maybe we are. Me person me tie o commentary. May the evidence be so better. Then I will hear your commentary and then show me some person me no. Maybe video now. Then I take your commentary and the reality that is happening right now. This is Sammy Jenfi sitting on UTV. This was prior to election 2024. Netie anode in some war. Their own name, their own tiase na oka na ene. Yemfan compare the idea Ghana for. Sammy Jenfi can say into
would love to do that. But if you are not and that is where John Mahama's 24-hour economy comes in as a deliberate government intervention to encourage that person and make it easy for him. And yet it was no. You think any boss. Yeah, the idea be by friend a time of use tariff. And mra will be use Kenya and a better boa will be tria. It will use soon Kenya no. And mra the pardon will use soon Kenya and your friend the peak hours are. Maybe no crown be me okay. Now we use Kenya no off peak hours. Emra nipa da nipa kakra bi use Kenya na ni atebo no so ama. You know the
night edwuma nko
there be because the meter na be used for time of use no calibrated to run 24 hours.
Lawyer.
Nti say enye adwuma anopa na anadwo nko na we use it will cut you out. You won't benefit from that.
If was apart to me the pa we dwan enu mo ama ayi Empress give to grass lawyer okasa utwa yanko musente obi o tami dem fi yanko
meter na be used for time of use no calibrated to run 24 hours.
Lawyer.
Nti say enye adwuma anopa na anadwo nko na we use it will cut you out. You won't benefit from that. It will be calibrated say for peak hours 6 a.m. to say 9 p.m. Charge obi use Kenya 1 kilowatt hour of power charging 1 cedi. But if it 10 p.m. you go see how much 5 charging 50 pesos. But if you are not but if it is not running 24 hours, Now, as a policy, Unipa but try to take advantage of it. And that is why you need to put in place the checks and balances to make sure say ANC.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I made a mistake. Sir, did you hear it? The same guy who was talking about 24-hour economy, the reason why they are going to give the light, is now talking about the 24. I'm like, the light is not going to be running 24 hours. So which is which? Me pacho, okay, say, meter pay B per meter pay B be ban no na be boa ma sebio ye can abo aba from. And now NDC for by in say can abo no e ma from to say the omo kan na me evidence ya me dey chere na from there. What to me do with the abem say electricity tariffs increment under NDC John Mahama in 2025. But trying it that way. First quarter, or to move 14.75%. Second quarter, or to move 2.45%. Third quarter, or to move 1.14%. And a fourth quarter, yeah, what to move 9.8%. So those are the facts about it. Mr. Husseini, what do you say to this piece by Sami Jemfi?
Yeah, Felix, this kind of catch up saying, and this year, they believe in propaganda. Young chance na young get to me. The all here and say, you get to me, you get to me, yeah. They are on fire. Say, yeah, you on fire. We will know how to package it again. But the all here and say to me, no, one for my. So they were saying all these things just because they want Ghanaians to vote for them. And as I said, Ghanaians were desperate, especially the youth, looking for a way to be engaged in terms of job creation. So Nipa didn't throw there, say machines you hold more meters, you calibrate it, it will operate in the night. It's not different from what Asedon Ketia went to tell the people when he was campaigning.
Yeah.
Asedon Ketia went to tell people that even in the night, and Ajuna Ebaye Jumano, that time, then electricity no go by then, ever perform. Naga Tumba, Obaye welders, Obaye Jumana. And you were asking yourself, sometimes you ask yourself, welder now or no Otiaka edge in the shop, Oye Jumano. Or no ye Juma ye and a pa, bear 2 o'clock no upon. One of the about the or no shop, no, now one of the into machines no way use our way, Jumano. Is it the same person? Or somebody else will come and use his machines to work? But people were very into the 24-hour economy as if we have never seen a 24-hour economy before. Because in Ghana, we told them, there, Adipiana is driven by demand and supply. If people are not demanding, you cannot be producing.
Yeah.
Even companies open away. So the 24-hour economy now, they should better invest in one district, one factory. That is where the job creation will come from. Because country beyond one more, over to me absorb on country beyond one more government back there may employ the whole youth in the country, except that you empower the what do you call them, the private sector. The private sector more power, or more they will be able to absorb the youth, employ them. And that is why the National was saying that let's invest into one district, one factory. So what we have in a lot of factories in this country, and then demand of local goods, across a year. You better a 24-hour economy. Introduce the company itself will introduce the 24-hour economy because of producing people they are demanding. I can you remember some of the pure water companies?
Yes.
Demand they were operating 24 hours. People who So you don't have to introduce it as a policy. The institutions are 24 hours, or more 24 hours. No, we are already working 24 hours, like the security agencies, like GPH, Ghana the Harbour Authority. Or more 3 shifts. One will go from morning 6 o'clock up to 2 o'clock, from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the night, and from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the following morning. That was how they were operating. Until you sample Ghana for your catch Ghana for there. This is a scam. But and I'm saying that time no we had so desperate they voted for the 24-hour economy. So now we are facing the reality now. NDC no one and between a back of the 24-hour economy now more even though they've written a very big book about 24-hour economy, will they be able to implement it? Are they going to implement the 24-hour economy? Why is it that the 1 million coders? Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Eka one manifest no more amukwa. Why is it that the first batch of coders no amunya inform? So to me, there, my movie in there, Ghana for to take advantage of Ghanaians, and then you see the replication of this particular promise now, in there. When the youth start going for demonstrations, when they start advocating, when they start talking, then NDC will realize that they've made a very great mistake. Because I remember one lady be Noya Atta or call a friend a actress or call a friend marketplace and no market for the day. 24-hour economy is coming. Oto adena adisa obi baba jeno oluso ato. Now they are about. So the people didn't understand what the lady was talking about. And they all bought into 24-hour economy. About the official 24-hour economy t-shirt, official said then a 24-hour economy on to me but a slogan to what talk. And to me, in some in the West, they will play them back 2028. Say a campaigner. Yes, but as they ever Ghana for access today, 24-hour economy now, it was a scam. On Yadia over to me, Juma Moye. Now, one hour two committee, also, may assure they are part and also saying, I may have done a power 2028. Those people should account for every person that they invest in 24-hour economy. Because more 24-hour economy, no, the Omoya, Omodesika, a 24-hour economy, about 120 million. Ghana is there, or as a budget, the original formula to 24-hour economy. Because I haven't seen NDC employ more security than any other government in Ghana. Because no, must say the best factor over to me drive the 24-hour economy. No, I have to get more security people so that Ghana be more secure. No, be our operated piano will not fear maybe having been robbed. But since America say, a mobile vendor who operating at 9 o'clock, now oh, yeah, shoes because when them say, and say, I'm a Baba J or mobile money, if you will say. So the 24-hour economy now, Moka wants them, I think, Pona, and Jumano Crampo, and Goye. And see, yeah, me, imagine, say, let's keep all these videos that you are playing. Now, you use them videos and then play it back to them in 2028 and see what the Ghanaian people will say.
Okay, may I say. Now, let's move from 24-hour economy, which we know they have failed. The young grandmother, they wrote something for her to go and read. And you could see she was reading. And on the pancake there is simple phone. No, the 24 go, 24 days, 8 cardinal. No, and I'm just looking at her, and I was so sad. Said such an elegant woman, such an intelligent woman, because of politics, and all of a sudden she has become a puppet, whereby she's saying the 24-hour economy is bearing results, and it is run on 8 cardinal points. One case so budget, I don't call 24 hours, and you name the secretariat put baby. But grandma, abo pancake, age now kasa. It's quite sad. Now let's move from there to education. I want us to talk about education kakra.
Okay.
Sabe yani a ye free nkurase kakra ye be krumu no education and na form. Yen mu bi na education kura enye ye de. Because of obeko watade to atete ekombede unya untimi feel na mu di ho fe ne ade. Mekai those days no uko school a ode opapa ko nwa na odidi so no ene ni table no mo de ahye ama na eso akola ketewa na ne class 1 or class 2 na eso ti so na ode ko na ukoye mistake educo school no be the pen science na de be fie bo aye be bo no make enso table na bia ne so na omodidi through his excellency J Kufuor yetumi enya space ya ye dey start say ye dex ediama make we ni na manesi so say about education MPP seems to be the better educationists or the better educators than any other government that has come in your region. Why didn't the senior high school students, the ones who benefited here from free education, any of my parents, why didn't they vote for the MPP? Western region are here winning for so many years. This time around became an albatross for us. What went wrong? Education was so one as I didn't know.
Felix, education there. So me baka ho asama. Baka the MPP as a political party. Education side there is no any government that can come closer in terms of education. Western region, let me tell you something. Well, before I tell you what Nana Danko Akufo-Addo government in the AEMA Western region, what I want you to understand and people should get it clear. President Kufuor social intervention policy ordered by our school feeding program has been abused in Western region here. I don't know about other regions. I'm speaking for Western region. It has been abused in a sense that MPP left, I don't know, from time now more than 80 pesos per child. You are moving up to I think to 20 cities. And NDC for before you back on you the one city 50 pesos alcohol. Say increase the freedom because Nanya Manabu was so. And say yes power no na any take effect. Say NDC for buy no. Do you know what they did first? The school feeding coordinator in Western region. All heads now, headmasters now, more Western region to tell them in the face that the school feeding by increment take effect under the previous administration. And to see we are effecting it. It's taking effect from our government. And what we want to do is that we are paying the same 20 Ghana cedis to the vendors. But the 150 no 50 Ghana cedis or 50 pesos will go to what do you call it the national Democratic Party or the national headquarters. Then 1 Ghana cedis will go to the regional headquarters. This is what they told them. Out of the three cities, 50 pesos that they're supposed to pay, the 3 cities 50 pesos will be paid, but the vendors will receive 2 cities.
Okay, Mpacho, yes, sir. They are all catching say NDC for taking a binary. I'm call Western region for a school feeding coordinators. I want away coordinator, and a from a catcher almost say. Sam could any secret 3 CD 50 pesos, no. One more your say one more be provided the any 2 CD pay. Name the 1 CD Ako NDC headquarters. Yes. Now yeah,
original headquarters.
Yeah. Near the 50 pesos.
I'm a national. I don't call national.
In terms of the 50 persons, Bema NDC, National Party, Nanka say one cry, no?
Yes, exactly so.
Now, the West City, Western Regional NDC.
NDC.
School
so after they had this particular meeting, one headmaster called to tell me that this is the plan that the NDC is planning to do, and they are not happy with it at all. But what can they do? They cannot fight them. So the best thing to do is to relay the information to us for us to start making noise about it, so that it will scare them from taking that once in the 50 pesos.
Oh, then we always talk about this. We always talk about this because moment to me first idea number President Kufuor and Debaye Sika so Magan and anybody did know NDC so that they can get their 20,000. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So going forward, I'm going to get every information and give it to you, and then get any bold person from the head the head teachers association who will be bold enough to speak to you. Then I'll give the number to you for you to interview the person. This is what is happening in our education sector. Western region.
Sister Ellen, what's the also?
So people are suffering. The other people, even when I said it to one of the vendors, she told me that yes, that is true. I have a friend. Now many lady in command and maybe say Dama somebody I say was oh it's but young confunala my here say yeba kind anu atum na say then Adrian who can see ala ebe jefi with him you and then so you can see that they are desperate for money and nothing else. Education in Western region here, there is no secondary school in Western region here which has not received any infrastructure work under the NDC government.
Okay.
Every school, me kaho, my regional minister, rounds, every block, every school, inauguration, not everything I was part of the inauguration team.
Wow.
You go to Archbishop Potter's school. Go there and see the infrastructure we have put in there. Dormitory, 5,000 capacity dormitory blocks, the SCC just to expand the intake of that particular school. Go to Fijay Secondary School. 12 unit classroom block, Nursing library, Eka Omuhu, Ewa, friends, Fijay Secondary School. Uko St. John's, Uko GSTS. All even Takwa University, so if education side there, your boy your modern year pa. No so yes also the friends this STEM schools.
Yeah.
I'm a Ghana for better education. Tell me you're supposed to say uncle some of the secondary schools also a STEM school. Because all who the infrastructure now also want
okay.
Also I say STEM school. So the schools that we built around, and this is for school back to me for almost 10 schools now, because almost 10 schools, one friend and schools now almost in E-block. No, you one block, I see what secondary school, I the expanded schools.
Hello,
Western region, Nana the Danko Akufado is secondary school back, Ewa, Uswaib. Your commission builds the new power. Make us say it's school is for the more young. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. One of the stems, what do you call it? The IT schools, one so you're completely. Do can acquire or commission that particular building until this. And it's from Vanya. So, yes, the Kosovo Western region had a second hold you mark. Felix, maybe every block of Biabia, yes, see, every Western region, every block of Cibiano, I know the place. And I can tell you when it started and how it's completed. So, Western region schools, yes, see, call a friend say, Kikam. School Hormo, you Hormone hesitate no two and a monobuyer or Mubadayanafi or Mubada regional minister. Say, school lessons was seen over on your side infrastructure. A friend say, a secondary school, sister, I assistant school and a junior friend and say, secondary school. This is a social day and Kwame Nkrumah secondary school. Ewa Axim. Ko hono ko hwe infrastructure work ayeye edisi hono mu. That was secondary school. Book also senior high school. So schools are all Western region. Had been better I can tell that there is no school in Western region here. All your infrastructure, all your beneficiary as a result of free senior high school now. Because now intake no doors. That's why it's so bizarre. The major achievement of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo government in the free senior secondary school. Because hereby no nyama ye the good secondary school no nka ye jai na ke ye free senior secondary school na ye didam secondary by rules wa Ghana. Nka beto akato say there will not be any road left in this country. But capital expenditure ni nyina for education. Yama Ghana for your good education. Nne ko secondary schools no kwahwe. Sisi America say ebi no go school fa yes ya charge omo just a year recently ya admitted September bag no na ebi no go a na ya gi cement bags ebi no gi paint ebi no gi hepa na ya say ya in the name of PT. But Nana Danko Akufo-Addo Sisi America say people have began to realize Nana Danko Akufo-Addo na bambu na order buy no education sector they are fan dago. We have done lot for Western region. And then one school be and they neglect will be a person of a school. Na MVTI or over Takwadia or Electricity Company of Ghana. Ninja Hormone, your friend MVTI. Dam school na obia abandoned school. Ya by any to school no. Na shall see a renovated school to a standard of education a senior secondary school. This is a amount for say Ombaja admit na Dam school. Ewa. GFCS mention what more. Education there, Western region there, yeah.
Mr. Fuseni, about the education at home. May I not be? I say it on my page. We say, I just say before, and I owe him for swear education. So now, some share schools to be at those times, you know. Oko school or Hokra or Ferry, say Obebo Dean say Hona Oko school. Now and free education in Tino. Some schools now are corner, and a typical example is Keta Senior High School. Me fan question. Keta Senior High School. First, no why pan the Becca say my first choice is Keta Senior High School, and our second choice. There be the paper choose so they student for the man Keta won't call. Now so free education in Yenya Oba Emani free Keta Enya scholarship Ekosuya there. Ewo Harvard. Eye Francisca Lamini girl bisa girl koko bisa Emma Ninyai.
Even the science and math competition, no. Keta was.
She was part of it. Now let's look at it. So ultra science and math quiz here wankasa sebi we Ubo Dinsi say here. Nanka first no man Kransu senior high school new school ben or no national science and math quiz. First no ameni ampon senior high. Woman when you mobile. Vijay High School na me no no to me about national science and math quiz. Now so insurance Kenya me say senior this year this very year national science and math quiz you know schools are a more modern edging more awards this grade C schools, and that made me more proud. So I was so surprised. Coming to my next question, I was so surprised to say Mahama and his NDC is trying to tell Ghanaians to say, "Wamumana control bees, sorry, SSC no mufeli, you know, and Kwadana na bon, nani a top muntia." Because say, nanado time no more pass it. Nanado time, not some of these schools now, nanka yan kayomon kauna beka meaning say the quality of education has lifted to the point where it doesn't matter what school you are in. You are still able to do good. Say what could be, I mean, like say what could be then school. Sorry, say what bones to school. Not omoye STEM into STEM innovation into omoye gadgets, security, yenya Methodist girls, yenya just say Ghanaians are winning international acclaimed awards. And this near to me a catch Ghana and he say, and no more good education, you fail you. Nemo, Don Mahama or Betsina Asia, Yanti student, Mepato, over to me Western region. And now say anywhere in Ghana, time Mahama be a president, no. Students about quite on Udin bet 10 years already were 20 or were brutreda. Uti this other. It's a time no more went to me for Sambano. Omutumi convince Ghana and he say, Dia oba yo this and my papa went in our bar school no why I can no mono, efeli. Now the on to me and the mona apasi. What goes into the thinking of Ghanaians? Let me hear you about that.
You see, they're thinking of Ghana, you see, sometimes parents suka ho. Me one guy be the NDC made him also believe there or no free senior high school maybe. But they made him believe they're free senior high school near the papa.
Yo.
Abra or no oko school maybe. There free senior high school no anya there or the papa. So how can even such a person believe in himself? Not optimal perform a year, any grade, good grade. Because he has believed that the free senior high school wasn't well introduced. And they are paying his fees. He has been given books. He has been given extra time. He has been given all luxury, everything that he needs. Yet he says the free senior high school, and at the papa. And you see, the way they were able to communicate to the people, I was surprised when even intellectuals, one of my professors, one of my doctors, buy into the argument of NDC there, secondary school, free secondary school, idea, of course, the downfall of certain people. And I began to ask myself, the monk of we are almost say we are professors, have they gone through some process before? Because me, one question I will ask you today, how can somebody who are obreno ultimately to office, now I buy say me give fees na tia amount. No or no more translated to something that will make you useless in education. And that's all my ultimate perform a year because I'll be in the school fees amount. Felix Father said me tell him because school. Not Felix is so over absorbing my fees. Oh, absorbing my fees, no, but mama cost school no performance I call Luana. I don't get it. Now when I was say, oh, now Kufado in Chester, I say, a minimum trebi, never a minimum trebi, because they've not passed through, they don't even know the poverty level of Ghanaians. So the catch of school, I'm a choir, what's in the field. Because my school, I'm in, me cost school, echo GSS. The very first day I was admitted into SSS, now I'm to Kambu, I have a boota. Yan lace who na mo there after the Misuma boot. I've never wear I've never from primary up to JHS 3 yet throw you in England. I know me can do that.
Oh, nice form.
Me nice form because school. Me yeah. Books are yet on books are yet to the mama famano. My papa to me talk for books in England. My me there. One hour more use of books now at the end of the term. Now a biakano. Now my two empty ones, no my keka bomo but at the pioneer to their shoemaker. Now my palm to their book. Now my actually. That was how I was living. So if somebody sees somewhere to tell people their education, now one man parents in Triabi, now now I begin to ask myself, are they part of this country? Have they traveled before? Do they know the poverty level of Ghanaians? Obi wo hon pa na na kwa Akufo-Addo absorb fees no. Sika on the man backup money there over cost school no kwa po nibi.
I think.
So you are underrating or you are downplaying the poverty level of certain people. My brother, or your NDC, my brother. My uncle, my uncle, or your NDC, neba. My uncle know the day I will introduce a free senior school. The first born. And to me, a friend say scanner school because scanning home. Into a track as a friend the mates. Not all the mates our track. Now, the second born, as also Troy Genesis. That was the time and another Akufo-Addo introduced the free secondary school. Now, what can one corner the Barco a friend saying GSTS. na also ko hono mo na no ma me so onko no so onko e den also na do say I free also boa enye free dia ba ne ba nko nti ne ma me twan ya ma papa na free hono mo ko ejuma no ma afra no ko school hono mo no ko e wo ko e no waje afra no wa admit no waje ne bibiala ama no bibiala o hia bia no wa ma no waka say no one report to school this particular day Oba fie no na papa ba fie no aka tell na papa there this is what they have done what ko no mo anjo mo peswa but waka there after no all report to school this particular day also asuma eken oye no kola also that what the man no ni ya ntua peswa bia wa o ni bia minister but ya ko no mo antua ska bia also na dan ko akufo ado to me school ya free ya ama member second born to mu kwa Jesus SSS Let us say, Papa, dear, okay, Yakupon Osman say, them. But something the wonderful thing is that 2024 elections also see another
Oh.
So you can ask yourself, or you draw and I say, Jimmy, and I say, Sabi, Nipanan or Guna. So it's not about we saying it. But from nobody who then another Akufado is the hero. He's the one that introduced Adia into your noir and Komofi and Concampo communicate. And can Obia and qualify. Why do you go and promise somebody first year university fees to over to Yamomo? Bastardizing that free senior school, catch a free school or Yadia or at the papa. Now, Mama Ghanaians and two Maga and another bank of Kwado. So that is the level in which we are. The thinking of the Ghanaian people is what is worrying all of us. And this is one philosophy. If they educate Ghanaians will get wiser. And when they read and understand, their party will collapse. The best thing to do is to under-educate Ghanaians, keep them in the darkness. Into Obandama, they will continue to be deceiving them.
Yeah.
So, education there, or a very big thing that Nana Danko Akufado, or Shasano, like a woman an opportunity, like a Chiado Dama. Nkoya by 2028 going, like a woman who say, Ghana from the Bria in light, and you can no more deceive anybody, especially in the digital age. And say, the Mbaka for education, when they I don't see you, pa.
Okay. But also the more mame. Justice Kiss some of you people, the least said about you sorry, the least said about you, the better. First and foremost, you claim, say, why did Ghanaians vote massively for John Mahama? NDC came out to vote. Ghanaians didn't come out to vote. So let's clear that. Two, you are saying Mahama is laying down the foundation for the future, and it is going to manifest in 3 to 4 years. Such a human. I'm like, do you hear? Do you see what my problem is?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Ono NDC ni adwinimu no. Ni nua ba e failure enne onye school nkwa akola ni nya duro obenum awu no.
Government foundation.
It is eno ne ha no. Nemo yamma John Mahama time because the odi ahyehyɛ hɔ no e be take it 3 years answer. However, so the papa bi ba dia ne de kisi justice and the young farmer Mahama on. So the BSc from 2025 year dia and the Mahama na ye into the young farmer no. But education and ko ye dia o lay foundation to young man 4 years. Now that is what I want to know. Ole foundation for me, I think is laying down the foundation for the future. Somebody's future is being just this NDC party members wrong. Sometimes if you are not careful, and me say show no and phone to me too. Because near my say no, obu a fool, obe can be a train. Because I mean like brother, sorry, Mr. Marcus. One case in the say, me pacho, you were NDC for GES and and your MP before GES, there be.
Same
And your MP before I can, there be. It's other than you deny your maneko failing. So we are MP new, so we are NDC new, so we are then you. Your maneko failing. There is something fundamentally wrong. And everything is pointing back to the actions and inactions of the government. Cutting interventions and past question papers and stuff, and they decided not to distribute. When you now contributed to it as a brother, Justice, as a brother, you want to sweep that under the carpet and tell me, say, abanya mona mo siase or your experience. Into mon fama mates, no my name be drive. Must ba umia mates. Then from the experience hands. Experience hands ne by I also yan some man 4 years no family foundation. Why look is penny for a Canadian can do at them and by to not block you. Chairman, but let's come back home. Now let's come to our party. Me any party in Komoka Cravina for you to me panelists so almost some questions are almost one person with the mouth. Chairman, Adia Bakwa American say to be honest, I still hold this view. Them one current national executives are work of fire, especially those at the party office, didn't help. Many observation, no. You can also have your own a year about it, and that is fine. I mean, I don't care about that. Now, one thing that I see, and then they say yeah, the ban Western regional because I want to for the first time, if I'm not mistaken, in a long time, we lost Western region. What happened? Is it party mechanics? More party leadership in our region hall. And the pan they call wrong with Western region, especially Mrekuduka. That was the one that paid me. Mrekuduka because I know people are personally they are being impacted by this man, but we still lost that. And NDC is using that against us. What really happened in the Western region? Pacho.
Western region dynamics are different from other regions.
Okay.
Constituency one dynamics. Today, West, Amanfi West, Amanfi Central. Their dynamics are quite different from those at Nzumai area. The Ivano Jura, Elembele, and then Jomoro. Yes, their dynamics are also different. Then you come to a Hunter West and then the metropolis. The problem we had, major problem, was that the government was not listening to the MPP party. They were not listening to us at all. Let me tell you what the government at that time.
Okay.
Felix, can you imagine? Our first time of losing that particular constituency was 2024.
Oh, Mpoho.
Yes, Mpoho. Mpoho, the road linking from Mpoho to Apawan, that particular stretch, is just about 7 kilometers. Not that far. Very short one.
So 7 kilometers.
2018, our second year in government, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo himself came there and cut a sword for that particular road. Can you imagine there, 8 years down the lane from 7 years, 2018 to 2024, not that road in the year. They voted in 2024 thinking that we are on course. We'll come and do it because Obakato saw I'm a contractor, not just small construction limited by your covered. So they were anticipating that if they vote for us in 2020, before 2024, we road. 2024, we are contractor parking in Yamafi or Mokoy. We spoke about this. Then at the Sanso by Western region, we talked about it. But we by Yadino and Baume experienced the road and told us that when he goes back, he will have to talk about the road. No, Moka says, okay, we are repackaging it also under Cocoa rules. But COVID, Cocoa boarding had some challenges. So they will repackage it and then give it to another contractor. On the Moka say, no, Moka the before, the two about editing. So the road is still there. Saminya, that is where our original chairman comes from. From Saminya Junction to Hafasni road, you know, 2 contractors were on that particular road for good 4 years, 5 years on that particular road. Not even a gutter has been completed. People thought that we were deceiving them. Bordia to Asankagwa, which is linking 2 constituencies, the Amanfi West and then Amanfi Central. That particular route, Jdm&Ndc Asabia Construction Limited. Asabia NDC.
Yeah.
Say road now, no equipment if you. Then the people will be insulting, they'll be doing insulting. No acquire covers back, no equipment if you. Till date, the road is still lying down there. Nobody cares. Apart from that, the second major one was the Galamsey issue. The Galamsey fight in the Takwan Swahim and then other constituencies now, Amanfi West, Amanfi Central, Amanfi East. Procedure will not value 5 constituencies. Serious ones. We lost all of them, all the 5 constituencies because of Galamsey. Because now you fight Galamsey, you know. You say Galamsey, you know that you continue on the elections now, you know. We cannot fight these people. Let's regulate. When we regulate and give them concessions like community mining and then build them well, they'll vote for us. And you know something? Even the day of elections, and I 1 week for it has to go for elections, you know. That was when we were punishing the Galamseyers. That was when even military folk without anybody commanding them, and there was nobody to talk about it. The original minister hands were tied because they deployed them from national. I'm a mobile Western region. How I did the Mijumano. No more year, no more that share region for. Police so quiet. As someone can say, someone to Abanamutu Ababana. Namosi Yanjamo. Next time, go to my MPP view. Omuko no Mujis Kana. Oh no, we were campaigning. We met the team. Friends, task force, you know. And they were punishing people just not because they found them in Galamsey pit, but because the Mukofunomo driver, they check all their cars, and when they see fuel drum in their at the back of the vehicle, whether we are passenger, whether we are fuel, they are beating everybody. And while they are beating you, you know, catch us walk up to about bunny. Now, what to about bunny the year in office?
Oh wow! So that was say. Can you? Natural say even time Galamsey, I know I had the Amayeno. Now NDC for the pressure 2 years no. Now do still to me am attack force. Because task force no kwa. Esu na juma omokoye because yes, they are working. Me ankasa obi wo Amemfi East. Say or youth organizer of Frame. Saturday no say kaminya hu adwuma mo say. Sabi a police for no cry omo di omo ba no. Ebi no ba no ma wro mo police atade ne dey assign ho. No aka say to Galamsey ni bi. Oh yes.
There were people involved.
Oh okay, so you know that
Yes. So even Amanfi area hodumo. But cast and then we have people in the previous government. MPP time na na power no na we young kofu bi wo hono ma omotumo suman kofu from Jubilee House no omo basai to hono harassing people and collecting their money na say omo bi say omo na say asemi no suma inde ya ba gida musika no na ya fa for the friend pakona na ne pakona tumi nya akokudra ka say inde ya na ya 2024 elections na wono onye ono na ono dwuno ho or Jubilee House. Sister America say or the candidate be no my boy Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia against.
Or the candidate be and on against.
Contact me. I'll give you the name of the person. No, can say yeah, elections no or Jubilee House or
you. Okay.
Yeah, but I get to support the friend now. Okay, so I say someone yes can they should collect all the machines and then burn them.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, he's today declaring his support for one candidate, saying there previous appointees no more lose elections. Today, when I see those hypocrites, when I see them, I got angry sometimes. I have people who I can give their numbers to you for you to contact them. They will tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. There's one guy in Amalfi Central, your friend Zach. He's the organizer. I'll give his number to you. You contact him. He will tell you those who are doing that. In our own government too. And the thing is that we are not going to even exceed the 8 years. 8 years no, I've grown already. Today, there are people going against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia saying there on one of modern normal lose elections.
Yeah, to be honest, this time on, I said delegate for to about we party send a signal. I said delegate for
the problem here is delegates in the PU or Omunti politics actually. Oh no, when they are friend the catches on back to Abba. Oh no, politics on the other. And to Abba, Obia woman is the can know about to Amano.
Sir.
But when Omunti politics actually, you will see them advocating there. No, this government, we have to make sure that we sanitize the system. But one of them say, you know, say, oh, wow, I'm a too. And that is the main reason why research Biano and decided to endorse too much. Because they don't know their yes, they don't know their left from right. What they want is you give me money, I'll vote for you. And that is why I'm out for brag them. I will pay. The DD you will see. They want to invest money in there to get their vote. But you see, we have to stand up and defend the party. If we don't do that, they'll hold us accountable.
Debut, Tihau, you call launch community mining. I remember, and normally responsible mining, School of Mines for okay, I remember all of that.
Yes.
Omoba yana enkola ya mo training that omo no mo ye the correct one no I didn't know to me this so no mo harass enkola no.
No, you see training na no na pitches na the community mining na boy no enough na afina ya boy be careful to tackle like this. I think we have about 2 of them. Now the machines now the buy there were only 100 machines gold catchers no. Only 100. So the government was thinking that let's pilot it and say eco year. No, most no move because machines that will be bringing more. Now you have to year, but Obiane then Obia estimate responsible mining. Because mining you have to Obian coffee. All the mining areas now. More than 2 million people are engaged in these activities. How do you tell them they will be coffee? But the best thing to do is to regulate it. Put the machine there because the machine extracts about 90% of the gold.
Okay.
But they just get about 40% or less than 40% of the gold. So they saw that the Kolkata machine was giving them more results. And they were buying into it. And government decided to do it. They were expanding it. So you were back to what Takwa, you were be where Amalfi Central. Even Aximumpo, a face, a Balaja Morodura, you could still back home, Hodumo. Ama and youth, we have employed more of the youth. So, anything for who you know. No, most social no more Galam say side to Hodumo and inciting Kofuna against her. I have told the whole region, every class of Jala, Yakolobiano, and you see, that is one most important thing is that now of village be a fence a man fee a priest will never or no more a everyone named Yeah, bro, Ninkai. No, NDC member of parliament our Wasa East. Or no, what is our village, you know. Into what village, you know, the two Namami, Nidin. Namami, the guy named Abroa Ninkai.
I am a Saskatchewan.
Good. And to Oklahoma, one of Oklahoma, you can count more than 2,000 people in that particular habitat. And they are all NDC.
And they are NDC, yeah. No wonder.
See, Oklahoma say your campaign. Or information center. Your check na my message. What must you pay? No more producing my campaign or Pamian. So if you see the guarantee no more also amount for eating because you haven't been to site. To say to me yes shepa now we will always play game with it because NDC for say no me I will go to 2024 2028 if I'm still alive and I'm strong. I will go to the villages and incite them that if they vote for MPP, we'll allow them to do Galamsey.
Yes, which I also do some.
I'm going to do that.
Yes.
Because they did against us and they voted against MPP. So we can also do same. And we are going to be playing political football with it. Because to me, you know, if you use that strategy to win me, I will never allow it to go. Because look what I say, and this is for no harass one, no. So to my MPP,
yeah.
And that was areas now you acquire no me, village be and Bokobia, election time I'm no, village be and Bokobiano. They were not ready to listen to us because NDC already they've spoiled the system.
Okay.
And that is where they are feeding. Not those who are in the Galamsey picture, but one are also depend on those people for their livelihood.
Yes.
Because Felix, the number of Kia vehicles that will bring in items is more than town. Provisions are yet because so those who are marketing around that area, not necessarily they are doing Galamsey, but almost to idea and to open over Sako, it affects them. So yet the owner way up a Galamsey, but those who are benefiting from the Galamseyers are also there. Filling stations who are also benefiting. Yet of well, when you sack them, it affects them.
Hey, not just idea, no, just say. When you say Galamsey, no, and yes, something that is easily to just get away with.
No. People are joking with it as if it's just go and bend the excavator and go away. My brother, bend the excavator today, tomorrow they will buy one. There are people who are benefiting and we are stakeholders who are involved. And not that will be our Fikwan or Galamsey or no one if you want ever your vote. It will affect those in town, those that their markets are dependent on the Galamseyers, you know.
So then, Fuseni, why didn't they take advantage of the community mining? Because anka no de nanka trem better ways. So then nanka man to us anka omen because they say wait for buy. Almost be the responsible community mining. Something that could have been avoided.
Yeah, it will work. Let me tell you, not everybody has money to establish community mining. Community mining, no, there are some components that you need to meet. One, you need to get a land. Secondly, you need to have a very big machine. Today, let me say, they all provide the electricity, no, a plant.
Plant. They are
exactly. Then you need to get a place where maybe I'm comfortable to me at now. So you have to get a lot of money. Get containers today, 40-footer containers. Let's say there 4 and let's say 5 to establish offices and all this. So you have to make sure that you spend. And you'll be also know what time I was spending the money. One day they over pata. na nkɔfo ban na hɔ no ma wɔyɛ na wɔn ato wɔn galamsey akɔ na community mining so you have to make sure that ever seal the land no nyinaa then you get it back on the normal way and all you know. But they are not ready to do that. But if you have somebody or Wasika to invest in that, and if I couldn't buy government smooth one more now, or you are there the machine now free no, or yeah no or tria or tria then the machine becomes his own.
Yes, yeah.
And that's what Dr. Mahmoud Bawe is my first to look at there. Or boy bank be a mining bank.
Yeah.
And I mean mineral resources bank. Those will loan them so that they can, if those who cannot afford to establish a community mining will depend on the bank.
Yes.
No more responsible mining that they can pay back.
Mm-hmm.
That was the reason behind the creation of the mineral resource bank.
Okay. Okay.
Your loss in Western region was largely dependent on the galamsey and then other activities. That so you can see there, 5 regions, you know, and Western regions are, and I say consensus are all dependent on galamsey. They are about 11 consensus
communities, yeah.
So other ones they are only a few consensus, second D, and then Takrade consensus. You know, to academy or galamsey. But we move out of that place no call Escado Catan like this Mampong or Muya Galamsey, and it's part of Escado Catan. Oko Shama or Muya Galamsey, Oko Wasa is Omuya Galamsey, Anta West Omuya. The only community I mean say Omuya Galamsey, they are the for 3 consensus now. Make up one some. Because Simonson is also affected. So almost Western region, you know, your consensus in Galamsey or. Hey.
Okay. May mouth 2 questions per na upon for to maybe Saudi on peso Bissau.
Okay.
There's the last but 1 question a free meme hodeba and the bullet question can come from here away anytime. There were 5 contestants. Nyame ya adoma ye koto omo so aba. Minim baby a ujina de ba so far okasa wakasa no mami believe say you are tilting towards Bawumia because of 1 or 2 things be away wakan waha. Now, what is the weight of all the aspirants, in your region?
Well, my region, Hano, the weight, oh,
sorry, Mr. Hussein, but
yeah, currently, Obia, or upper hand, Western region, Hana, between Aka, Esiso, say, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia carries the day if you come to Western region, because just supposing that even the previous elections now, you know, will tell you the weight of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, because out of what do you call it, 17, I think he was able to win consensus over Hano about 14 or so. So that shows clearly that Western region is a stronghold of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. And then the other time, Ken and we need bear for consensus in the Western region. This time round, we are working very hard to see to it that other consensus now, Dr. Entumi and we those consensus will come back to Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and that is our target for now. But not that because I'm supporting Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. That is why I'm a cadet doctor now our upper hand in the Western region. I have traveled across all the consensus in the Western region. Now, the response that are coming shows clearly that people want to maintain their whole candidate. Because the candidates now, if we, the teacher channel say, change the candidate now, it's going to affect the general elections, and that is the 2028 elections now. Because also the trend elections are trend to me, let me finish by saying that Ken now or no the second dominance in the Western region. Second dominance in the Western region, apart from Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, because all we need 4 consensus in the past. And other consensus, other candidates will be on the one to make it an impact, you know. But this time around, we don't want it to go that way, because we need to let the people, we need to convince the Ghanaian voter, the Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia or Yobia, winning an election. And everybody's convinced about it. And na Brian Wahade. And I didn't follow him round, but Obama consensus, you know, and I don't know. And I've heard people talking about him. There or a potential person, people Obia with me about for not for now. And you can hear that he's a nice man, but not for now. On Chankakra. Because people feel that Dr. Netem now, yeah, the man no, he deserves second term to fight for us in the 2028 elections. Because looking at the election, me call down something that my message to the polling station was that I should trend in 1992, copy 2024 now. Repetition of a candidate is an advantage to all of us. They got to check that as a Nepal and perform ye. Yeah, you didn't feel all the money, yeah, for before and Fambra. Then you must be dreaming because President Mahama, the performance in 2016. Yeah, you know, Kaya Kato say, Mino young to bet. Now, Mahama Besaya president to be man, Kadam bet and go to. Because now Mahama Nya Kono Magana for you. But consistency, Ghana for Sansu to Abama Mahama. So if Mahama can win back the vote of Ghanaians, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia lose now or losing and on to win back the voter. And people are also making some kind of allegations. And Zoom meeting, I think Ama Deko no Zoom meeting. We were talking about how people are vilifying our opponents. I will not say anything negative about what do you call it? The other candidates. But I will tell them why they should vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. The man is competent enough to lead this country. He's somebody that we think there he has a caliber. If you look at him, apart from the consistency now, among all the candidates in England, he stands tall. He has the records. I'll be able to account who say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, or vice president, you know. He's the only one that they can have to do certain things and say the vice president and tell some will say it shows that the person is a very prudent person, very active, and somebody who contributes to the national what do you call it, debate. Because if you look at 2016, the only person the sacrifice that Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia in 2016. Any other party member can do such a sacrifice. He wasn't even thinking of coming to lead the country. He was rather defending our candidate. So if it's his turn, I was thinking that candidates now one can in Abaka say, doctor. Since I call first one hour again, yes, I'm born and on second one. Then said the Yamibaye. Now, contest higher democracy and to prevent to be them among. But once our more contest in the delegates should be wise enough to tell us that their best choice is Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, who can lead us to 2028 election. And so to me, the Western region, we are not talking of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia winning, but we are rather talking of widening the gap to convince the voters out that we have confidence in him. The Oba, which may be proper Ghana.
Okay. Now, your bullet question, Namewi. The current party executives, I mean, from chairman of the party, the general secretary, the organizer, especially the women organizer, and pretty much everyone who is holding a national position, especially Omomoko party office. Some of us are of the view, say, the KPIs are Omodebeje Amemu, and also Omodebeje Kunyano. He been say, I said, John do ama communications at Tiako form. And Tinoanko na new energy, bra. Me new energy buy, and I believe say your communication is even worse than it's been. You can choose to agree or disagree. Now, the issue or the bullet question would be, say, do you think maintaining these current executives would win us election with Dr. Bawumia as the candidate?
Yeah, Felix,
to pass on.
Yeah, the way overcome was some effort executives may to me cast because I'm an executive member. And so most of the times we are restricted to certain comments that you cannot make. But the me a Canada, yeah, current executives in India, mean to me carry more a week, but me to me they underperformed. The reason is that the head of the party, the chairman, to be honest with you, was the main problem of our party. And then after that, the party was resting on only the general secretary. And you see, when you have a party resting on only the general secretary, it will be very difficult for him to carry the load alone. So he was sometimes very confused in a particular area. Let me give you one example. Not only the national executives, but even the committees that were added to the committee, to the national executives, were also not performing. Let me give you one clear example. If you have a committee being set up by the national executives to overlook or to take care of the internal elections, and feel that let me just send a petition to the committee to tell them that they shouldn't admit proxy votes, and then the committee, without any hesitation, just agreed. Proxy votes they are engaged and say engaged because Obi feel there or no perception they say there will be some rigging in the election. Because of that, you are afraid that those people will come after you, and you agree to their proposal. The question the precedent you are setting is that there will not be proxy votes in our elections again. And let me tell you, the 1992 Constitution also says, I think Article 42, says it that every person has a right to a vote. So me, the fact that I'm not feeling well, or the fact that I'm not in the country, the fact that I'm somewhere and I cannot participate in the election does not deny me my right or exercising my franchise. So me, Obi feels like we are in favor of Obino just by a petition, and you admit it, shows clearly that there was something. I don't want to use harsh words on them, but
it's weakness, sign of weakness. Weakness.
And you see, there should be somebody to talk to them. There, you are not there to favor anybody. You are there to conduct elections free and fair. Once you think that what you are doing is free and fair, it doesn't matter who challenge you. Because if the person challenge you, you can prove to the person that you are doing it free and fair. So denying those who applied for the proxy vote, was a sign of weakness to the team. And I disagree with them totally. I'm saying that I'm a party man. I don't want to frustrate the system. But if you do that, they'll postpone it. We are even saying the elections because frustration is also the door. And to outside the corner say, the injection to elections in this one. And say, I don't want to engage in that. But this sign of weakness, is pushing us to another level of what do you call it? Election time. People will also challenge it as you are doing. And so to me, for the past years, we've been admitting a proxy vote with conditions attached to it. Why can't we continue with the conditions? Because the condition is that you must provide evidence of your absence. So the people to provide evidence there, or to provide evidence there, Ghana. But to invite evidence there, the people yes, why can't you admit the person? And so to me, the national, yesterday I was listening to one of the interview of the general secretary. He admitted clearly that a manifesto omo eba launch sorry a constitution na eba launch wa party office no. They designed a flyer with the omission of the former vice president of this country. That he's contesting election, and because of contesting election, his name has been removed or his picture has been removed from the dignitaries. Meanwhile, we have the former chairman, we have the former president, J. Akufo, we have the former president, and another Danko Akufo-Addo, and we have the other dignitaries. The vice president, former vice president who is alive, his picture was missing just because people are cowards in our party.
So,
and he admitted and approved that the Omoya and there is an omission and the Omon channel. Even though you know design a flyer, but those who did it, he's apologizing on their behalf, and that's a sign.
Now, you see, now, I'm like, hold on, Hussein. Let me give you some fire. Oba, I mean, to me, my fire. I say, as I'm my fire back on the Honorable Chairman, Bossu T. Hamame. Mo General Secretary, we know Montran, Munya board, Namoncan says, invert and covert operations in the M1. Adena make us Estumasi Esno di Albeka. Uba di Pete Musua, Abeson di Albeka. I don't respect that type of leadership. The quite anti-comedy. The Abema NDC for no year ding. Emo mutumi ya the omo ye say. Yankasa ya papa na obeton ye say ya bun ya abontino. Abontino ojaye mu. Say won suma wo bia. Mr. Fuseni, yet the kromu ha ana MPP. Yankasa ye document, our legal document, your property. Ye Gina TV so team will say, sra. Ye na ya papa destin kodria catkins kodria kwacha clerica. Aquatina UTV. Paul Mocho said line. The same thing I walking. Number one, Sabion Prediasa, Yako and your conference. And also Samusio, and our call election, and the question, and Sabi Baumia Diba, and Amuya Yanamuyi Baumia, Sabi, I will pick the free. Sadly, so say, at that event, he was going to be the most important person there at the end of the day. Because the other presidents here were not there. You denied him that process. Then this time again, somebody comes and says, hey, proxy voting is going to go for Baumia. Say, as a Sadia, we live, I'm like proxy voting. Then just what you just mentioned this afternoon, that is getting me irate. And I'm telling you, it's getting me very irate with this man. How do you intentionally set the flyer no? And yes, I'm almost sorry, yeah, no, I'm printing flyer no to about you. Mr. Fuseni, you didn't carry draft. Utiye, you had the around the achirem penifoni enough for approval. Now, wona pen nisha wonsano, what the final stamp about to say, but this represent MPP, put it out there. So don't go and hide behind the curtains and more wicked to Baumia and you Baumia in free. Now, Mamma radio say, oh, yeah, Pacho, na, the design, no, but I don't want to hear that BS. I'll be honest with you. The reason why I can't hate him, because I campaigned for him. God is my witness. I left Ghana, campaign for Justin Kodia from Paul. All the nice juicy stuff. Party, right now, we are poorer than we have been. You people need to let him know. So, obey you are on your new, obey share on your say. Now, oh, my one team member, come and use me. I speak bad about me. So, as a man, I'm did to me the question, and I was doing it because of the party. Fancy comedy and them, it was because of the party. Now, what could dinner with opponents now when they couldn't make a chance? So, and Colana, dear, Yan Smamana, ye Nemo Shena. What did I said? Don't get a reply he gave. Or someone can say no tamale hono so one on him some belusu. Internet someone can samaba, no more babe patch out the how can you be begging the same person you are going to fight? I said don't get that way. No matter how you want to look at him, I said don't get that troll letter the 12 thing. One know why drama hama kuregusa letter no. Ada na unkwa there, what troll letter? No, be to me about you are no. For what? You are weak. Mr. Fuseni, get old. Munyachua, Sabi, Munyachua, Sabi, and Quentin, no more just in code. We are going to say, what about Bonitionano? I won't Bonitionano. I'm tired of this nonsense, and then like the last part to crack. They cool me crying and say, if the party doesn't take on Abronya, he's going to resign. Are you Jesus Christ? Wona yedi near to so no. Obi niama oya na bontinti no ube o pen to ho. Ube ja party no ho. Because of Abronya nti party awaswe o to defend no ube ja no ho. You people better be bold and talk to that man because I answer the party of and maybe I better promo 2028 to 2027 on a better. But on my final word now. Oh, there be try answer. But Obi Waha we our question be man na. I said meyati afaso. I don't know why people are so easy to pamper this Kodia guy. He's not performing. He is not performing. Stop pampering him. Man, if I know second kiss no man, that doesn't know. Try the end. Or try the end. TikTok for Obi a question now. Me part to be any question now. On my last message, then let's do our last submissions, please. Obi a question or Obi any question. Mr. Hussein, sorry about that. Me part you can give me your final submission. Right? Sorry for getting this irate, but anytime that name comes up, it makes me irate because you are the engine of the whole party, and you cannot be a chicken. To me, no, sabi, be bold. Be bold. That is why they made you the general secretary. Oh, sign idea. I could afford to claim to me. Can folk control. Go win to me in the one, sir. Nah, and I said, no, need chairman. I mean, I don't have a deputy chairman. Chairman, no crown on where the Ananka will say, obey. But let Kodia know, say we are not playing. The time, no, because to me, Mambe. Dima temu abonten na nka ntre me say oh makwa kofa lawyer amount secretly. I don't want that type of lawyer. Say o ferry say me your girlfriend now ferry say we di me be gina abonten dey atira over them and can't say me you style let us be bold. Me patch on your final submission. I'm very sorry about this heated way, but let us be bold and tell this guy tell man cooking up so person o san be build dia oni am be o wa sesem last okọ gina ho kra ready press release Quran na ye whole general secretary say in Kenya be nimu come on man Charlie that was saying sorry why sorry but first up where you with your last submission brad happening to me in your coin now we are now as a net to call sorry about that once again yanko mente won count so kasa emma oh, so Okasa and Mao, minimum.
Hello.
Fidiaba.
Hello.
Yes. But Otomenka.
Metonka.
Okay, but you know for final and now let's call it a wrap. Why?
Okay. So Felix, the member Canada, yeah. As a political party, no. This time we are going for election. We need to reset, as we always say. We need to reset the party. We need to get people who are bold enough to take up the bull by the horn. Because say to me, I am not cowardness. Decisions be what my take it. You know, now decisions now will take will not favor the party. And now it looks like party interest any hobby. People are now fighting for themselves than any other body. And I say party na nkasa your party ne can kono amanfo enjo. So if not that elections are over by the nka me the time kofu bebre nka omobako. And that's why mostly people who always go against you said something that I want to end by it. You said people accused that communication was weak under John Boydu. John Boydu rather made the communication very strong because I came to meet John Boydu as General Secretary. The Omuye ama omoro source communication. I'm a communication agent and so in the last 4 years.
Exactly.
John Boydu was the one that advocated for communication to be given stipends every month to support them move to radio stations and support the party. And even increase it in the second term, that was 2020. So onya obia me get say he made a communication week at that time. And now communication nala we are seeing to so abana ye obia obey a leader. And that is where I even have more problem. Are we going to elect competent person, somebody who can lead the communication and make sure that we get results? This is where I'll have to end because there are certain questions that we need to ask ourselves. There, communication so also have to appointed Bioma. You say, hey, so lekini pakuna put I am on Juma. And this is where we are. So Felix Muana Moya Mukasama or Yakasama for Moon and Mo etume ekasa obia head and eti mum for manuntum na mum make sure there ye patronage SCA because some people are coming in because of their parochial interests. And I can see. And no na be no accuse say ya fa be no radio station just because them confidence support one candidate and ya more panel. Meanwhile, when you give him the opportunity, you go there to destroy the party. Nti mo no ye de mfama na mo nka bi mboy na party nya entumi ngina de na so. Nti madase na mada o production team no my sister ama so me da na ase papa say mo give mama da opportunity from time to time na say opportunity base ya mo ma yambre me na nso ya ba kire na adwam. Nti me da ase papa say o mama say opportunity.
That's Mr. Husseini. The American say from time to time now I can already it's already there. Page way there, it's always there for you. Any day be any type of information, anything you want to discuss, be a Beboa Ghana, any MPP, Amanyukuno, Mepacho, especially Galamsey, no common. So be to me follow more Amanya what is really going down. Beboa my conversation. So I would arrange again with my producers now and making sure say best sign baby. This time many communicators, at least from now on, 31st, we will have more of the communicators. So nyame adoma Wednesday ebe ya name Mr. Paul Kwam, is it Kwabena Yando?
Paul Yando, Kwabena Yando.
Next Wednesday.
Asante Regional Communication Director.
Ono nebeba next unyame adoma Wednesday. Migusu se menya more of the regional communication agents, no leadership, so that they can tell her to say the Western region and Komabe Boyano. So we will be so oti, we will be our volta, we will now for be so more communicators or more the different places. So please try and help us with them. We will bring them here so that you be who you are no na yet to me on how you be prepare your hona ye doctor ye we are. And go for problem and family. Intimate say it's been 2 hours 30 minutes. What the bre and then atna did to my yani so unyankopon in shroud the outre on farm now say brainy do say off free region home at the abanational so my misrel free region of abanational yes my huna and also to me more because you deserve I mean that position and I know you will not let us down. So God bless you. Why?
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. I will always be in touch with you.
Thank you so much. Why? Please let us be in touch. Give your number to my producer. They will give it to me, and then I'll holler at you. Why? Thank you so much.
Okay. All right.
All right. Ebusianfo said the no yene Mr. Issa Husseini, Dean of all communication directors our Western region, and then Dean Komwe. Wama ye huniama bebre wakeka ensem bebre we reti NDC aban waka niama na MPP for NDC ba ye omuntumi ye even in terms of Galamsey wama ye insight on that too, and we appreciate that. I hope say from time to time no because waba na ye to me no edituma now of course I know na sister Ama Zama Bacho. Okay, nti nkomo no baby aye di Western region nkomo no na ye di no. Na enne no oye gengam pa. I like that. Na Sama your private jet in hu nkomo yi. Aye. Because say Obi or your vice president. But enya first time their papa ne to a ye no na onim onya akoso anu akwa na nimu anu aka ne different on radio no so obese corner so anu aka ne different. That's oh baby, this guy akwa we have many sense from. Anyways, first time who was admission be we dey baba yen corner. To the umbeto. Akabedu. Papa. Yo, Mama, panelists, now let's get into it. Mama be 5-5 na the program now be Mama, let's listen to this.
Any attempt by the Kufuor government to buy a new presidential jet, Northton MP Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa tells Roland Walker that he has provided enough evidence to show the president traveled with a hard jet again to the United States, despite promises to keep public expenditure in check.
All the information I have put out so far have all checked out. They are incontrovertible. They are unimpeachable. Indeed, the first information I put out about the president's charter aircraft of the world's most luxurious ACJ 320neo, which is an Airbus business jet. On the 16th of June, when the defense minister appeared in Parliament to respond to my question on the airworthiness of our presidential aircraft, the Dassault Falcon 900 EXE, the defense minister confirmed. I have put out conservative estimates that the 3 trips he has made in recent times has cost the Ghanaian taxpayer not less than 10.1.
Now listen to it again. For somebody who claims say why any research into Okuta figures, and you see, just look at, you see people like this who could just slap his face. All jokes aside, this time, Mister Ablakwa, Sam George, and the Sam Crawford, Nameya Dum da Menyom 1-on-1 said Jimo that me sure my baboom. Me can be any I just say a police for to so enemy names a bodyguards me name but some chia block 1-on-1 say to crop me head na no boy me put our boy we know because this guy is the devil incarnate. Who you on Sami them fear? You very crafty and demonic. Demonic. A very demonic boy. Yeah? You make noise about the price of something when you don't even have the actual figures. Now, when the time comes for you to produce, and now you come to give us an estimation, and then lie say it's been confirmed. When actually, when you look into the the traveling of His Excellency Nana Addoah, these planes here are not okay. They were never the jets that the man rented. It was never. For the 3 times I rented jets, Nana Addoah 3 times I rented jets. It was never. Now unim. Ebucha for mo bemuno. Part me yan say. Ye bi so ku da block was there bi o. Na ebia ade no engine no enye papa. Or say Dominic Nitiwu confirm man say eye papa elboa. Ya papa Dominic Nitiwu on the floor of parliament mitrebi. As someone okan say there is a reason why in tia yamma president no emfa Ghana jet no nko long journey. And yes the jet no na ye nyusu o tie ni ye. Ghana ni amokoto abasa Akufo-Addo dware wo wie mu no. And yes Nana Addoah onyusu Ghana de no. Se Nana Addoah ko anywhere in Africa. Even though say not play near fault, na oyusu. Baby, I na yam penny manin fanenko, long distance, or call London, or call America, or call he, and no na yam manin fan ye day, and fanko. Ebio, to buffer he say, obetra tro say, na George Oponwi Accra has confirmed it, which is never true. Because George Weah did not take Ghana's plane from Ghana to USA or from Ghana to Dubai. They had the confirmed free Liberia. Emma neighbor meeting. And he assigned the same flights and assigned to go see our Liberia. We are talking Liberia. But Ojina TV 3-4 camera him chatro the Roland knockouts and one year told him said the Akwa or Boa. And so almost there be. Now maybe American say, and sound will be better. And with Marcus. Said we are Bobby now contours and wine. Etna her boy say. Say Nana Addoah continue play na ya papa BM ye expensive mo and crash wo wie mu no. Ye de ya mo say dua no na mom de ya kan say dua bona so emra na meto NDC for enye ye ne bo say dua no. NDC for say Nana Addoah fa ye sika e de current data kakraka fefa enne de omo kotoi no eye super utie enne na fe ne ya be boda wada wan kwan say Lodina wo benya baby ada wobenya baby aboda wada wan kwan because kitchen room bibia room ato force nka kire ye say one more play a omo koto ne de washroom nim nti say don't saw the president ya ye bie window no wosoro ho a no adun so agu form enne nyame adawroma play papa e no omo so wo koto enti ye so ya mo omudua say le mesra mo obi anyema no nsi bone na emmom sam pai bo na omo bode man na ado say won crash wo wiem na ne namontete no. Yeah, the same pie bona, and the said we are bona, the same the way of Mokana, your packaging kama. Yeah, do also the Holy Ghost to come home, ye the Triano, ye the judge on Mahama, and in the end, this is for before our flight. May I say, Marcus Mienko. Evening. Obiajo.
Bofani ni banku. Na obia
edi ode ba ni banku.
Ishi obia odi ni banku. Now, well, my argument is that MPP what makes an argument logic has two legs. The first one, the logical factors of argument. Only the NPP for your pill. So NPP for no, argument. We are basing the arguments on evidence, good reasoning, and even the structure of presentation. The second one is psychological factors. In the political discussions, we are going for the logic, not the psychology of the argument. They are able to convince the vulnerable Ghanaian more than it is because psychologically they prepare them to accept that what is coming is wrong. They don't do logic reasoning of the argument. And that is where my argument is. Because you don't quote figures to convince that person. Because psychology of the argument. People have biases. People believe certain personalities, not the argument they are making. In Jdm&Ndc, the fact that the news is coming from Mr. Mahamano, but you see, young MPP, we think that we must make logical arguments to authenticate our PhDs.
Yeah.
And that is why, in a way, I appreciate Sister Amano. Because Sister Amano gets to a radio station there. Or will be able to now I could school the argument. Because you one when you didn't know what show. Unti say yes, you the Martin, maybe piano, Yaboka Bofakasi, may you quote figures and Ayina. Well, you may convince some neutral university students, but the normal Ghanaian, those things, it does not appeal to them. Now come to the argument. Okay, the reason is that Okujato was able to convince Ghanaians that Papa. That is why they listened to him, including some of our own people, because there were defense ministry, there were professionals, NPP, aviation industry. Why we at Hadopa? Why did we sit down for this new company to come and throw figures around? And two, when it comes to argument, laying of claims, we don't go and lay claims. NDC, whether the thing is verifiable or not, they will lay the claim. It's for you to come and authenticate or not to do it. They don't care. It's na debia ya pede that's not the way we should go. Going forward, no. Argument, gestures because some of them are not only listening to they are looking at your demeanor to decide whether what you are saying is true or not. He is believable through his gestures. Yeah. And the last one is that young NPP from yes, someone what TV do, radio do, not NDC, Asam not I am be bold to call him out. Yeah. That statement alone can diffuse a lot of misconception. In the name of my colleague lecturer, and my learned colleague. Or the additional to they can't read in between the two. Be a team of the ones who are receiving it, they would have taken everything, hook, line, and sinker, and we can come back and diffuse it with figures. Now, we want to quote authentic figures to make sure that the argument is sound. That argument, we can make it when we get a certain audience. But when you are dealing with Ghanaians in general at the grassroots, they wouldn't make a decision based on your figures. Make sure if it's not true, you debunk it right and there and call people out. Probably even if they won't take it, they would doubt the information coming from them. But since we don't do that, we'll give platform for people like Okujatu and the rest to always come and lie. That will be my contribution.
Thank you so much, Mr. Marcus. Kwame free, but also Pakakra can we na in thought to Susan Fanko. Yanko.
That's the finish. And no one Marcus Sakano. As I said, I did strategically see a change in sun. Because these people do, as I Yaria, and I was Ushan. Maybe should be Niban Quebecha, some more. NDC people, almost are loyal people. That's 6 million. If you Edna, go for Nisono, almost like your margin to the state say, we begin who are over car and that's over you. We say, okay, say, you might catch a one yawada. Now, Mamma catch a say you shadow, but your mamma,
DNA, they be a mechanic.
Against these people, so you bet me, and then you bet me, yes, you bet me, and yes, uncle for Nibia. Because it's like, or no joke, the same Ukraine walk. I need a Marcus UK. It is a tiny because, yeah, and it is still the same result. Would you have a chance to be coming as a similar or bet you can in your house? The pianist of a bay, and the car said, no one will fast, then, no offer, but 3 CHC, a buy in any achi. But at the end of the day, or 2 tiers. It's a 10 a bit in your facade, because you know, as he was saying, this is for no more, and these are the kind of people I know. And Jada said, yes, we are strong good, you know, and your best spent you to the sense. Now, the only thing I bet boy answer, you don't see this for yes, I can't be because you woo. Because that's 6 million, and you know, to shed your own share. Because they know, say, no matter what you do,
they have the support.
Guarantee of loyalty. What are we doing? So, side that said, yes, we are a strong good, and so you have more modity. Now, almost to my I just don't know, fellas. Because they say you identify situation, they say it will say no more. It is 10 and yes, we be found.
That's the Josie. At your father, brand uncle.
You have a fellow. O topic no e kama pa na so me to afa ba e kakra
mate
abaya bi na no so ye e friend say ba o mia e di na e friend Rosemond no
Rosemond
e bu se o wono no ne a one say abaya o organize match bi ma me nko kika bi ntire no ma me nko no medro hey
I don't say that
bi do nyame for the body sama manipa Allah hey wo anya no akwadina TV so ebe ka kire ye say MPP sa as much like you wasia obi metu to na no osu ontu a eye kadan now feel say we share irresponsible manner or no eba beja na yire aba besawo and a broken heart, ya chow na after with him. Ama ba pola na across the carpet. Who Korean Kwakuanuntum. I said, to I am Pia to Tobuaba Park is on a bois. Massa, Toto be cheap 1 pet on pet to Toby. But the dear Matu was 1 pet a day. When you cross the end in the 4 a day soon. Huh? A day soon. And I'm not free to a job at Power Baby first lady and I saw baby. What put them on the what to say when you answer Cabos wedging. Huh? I will walk out continents in PS what now the company so much MPP. MPP now man this if one who says when you have apostle name of we the pa. Yen ya dress was that come now in university. Asham Pabuata, what to an tree, Mickey Mouse, and one and who, Yenny a better so 8 years, my auto, 3 stories, and no, yeah, why to share tree, why to share pony, why I can simpony. Huh? Why to be served a she? Okwala every so can this, Kurawa will say, Okwada no class ash. What? We don't have people before. Okwa renting in my life here, why I bought with the Asamamu Fabian Yamuchi. It's ready our whole year. And who are born swore. When I see a song more person, no, you couldn't have penetrated a point to you watch it. The bar. You were no pay. Now, I said, me say, Miniman crop for cry, a young much sound, then Mamma, and near to whom they say, Momo Bank, a fence at the Tamamood Baumia. Now, maybe I may catch them man. When the papa and I'm no be made shimmin and carpet to say, yes, so local ye jay. Wait. Huh? Your mamma opportunity number a year. Namaka say, I broke crop for a chance. Yen ye be sank a big year, too many ye big shay theatre from them from outbreak to my thing, Abwa doctor. You have no opportunity. Echo probe you could not dinner good to no plan. What the next one on account was them, actually a whole MPP party. A party, I'm a why you know. I'm a Sami Demfi, I bet for a question already, so able couldn't move it. And no, I can't say, we see Antiama. When your opportunity, the idea for me, Papa, or bad, you know, me come back, what you know what to me. You're queering. Ade, dear. I remember when you quay, ye come once some more when you say quay. Ya force on your walk pin, what now could defend the who we are the true judge at us. A part who made who you are. What one hour and new, and you got some mood about me and the foul 8 hours. I mean, them feeling Papua and Cobemo Africa. And where can say, huh? Our buy out to one man would say, while we cried the edge of Joe Banana and chair. Oh, Papa, when you could be while we couldn't actually walk by any line one plan, a person a force. What just on any taste, shall go did I see one foul? Of a Medinesi, I mean, we are here now, no, me of a fellow, or in our Catania, a penny now, or Catania, who said, where any pool. You swear a standing pipe. What said the opportunity? We said the addition pipe, and I don't know, I declared to me.
And no piano meets our audio, no, and no piano.
What is where any part? Compim said, or starting so baby, and I don't know who say, now when I can't or come of foot to say, but smart you right, in my Kumaku. Huh? And when the man who say, any part, what's done tomorrow, we are Barbie, and to my count. For count for charge so charge you do enemy a person to me. Neighbor. I bet you will come for any my century. Oh, you probably say now, woman, I'm quite heavy, no, of a fellow. Which I memory inquiry, but I who swap for heavy, I could do that. What about the yes, you are quite? I bet cancer for the did what I because I tried the Bible said, what I know any now, quite assassin. Said the echo. The Bible can be actually heavy, you baby once. And yes, and then our yes, a papa. And then I will see a heavy hook because soon him said, you mean some now about the cake, who bet to whom why, and why should I be able to him? I can't say. A hand quay, heavy horse will view once a day. Huh? Huh? And on I'm going to play you, and it say, our boss or no, Sabi, well, who said you couldn't offer mantle, papa or person, what you done a civil, a new connection. Which will win your baby, that Samira, the way she a papa and Kawu, how by a Melia, who put to one idea. I mean,
Samira, dear me.
So, and I'm some queen, and I'm a chinny, who piano moke can't watch them. So, me the best will be at us.
My last caller for the day, bold patriotic, Patrol, for our last one, bro. 5 minutes now, being to me, Paul. Yes, madam.
And NDC also Mokoto, presidential jet. na Felix magazine for mo hoye
mo wo so akasa pa o eyi omo na we omo ka say eyi ambulance na debi eyi ambulance na we atofo se nim kofa bae no o kai say omo ka say omo de bae wo bra empan nim because omo pese eyi fo ni adwuma eyi Kumasi magazine enyi adwuma no mutumi bom pese ambulance
contract ye pa mo fa ngo enyi e take we de pese biga nisika it's my man in the NDC me place priorities in Kwao because so many because you 46 million I got to about the amount but page on Facebook now. Uncle posting what your boss is me. Say I didn't one day I come papa. Masria, but maybe kunya time gonna go comment. And it before. They say Jimmy the one who
legendary.
Oh yeah, oh my minimum one.
Omushira so ma.
Chaka can be fra. More than almost in I to a back when you cook on it in kitchen. If you also that in your room, one and cook on a dough, and then cook on
a home man I could go boo. That's your party pa.
Yeah, you are not actually myself. So when you now who I could contact Krakura with the fear who obey to me, so I Mama, serious. And this is what
where are they?
Because of some question, and all the mama dream said Ghana Ponina, I dream ever from
yeah.
And it's so unfair. On Yan Sapono. Na media Ghana for from next year, my mayor and crumple this next year, and I'm betting you this thing. I'm betting a case. Change over Swadia Bremo. And yes, I'm get what Mukamu won't ye. Imagine, say, I buy a walker say, aeroplane, a plane, a kuta engine tray. The Baku say, you pay. A black time with company indeed 5 years ago.
5 years. Indeed, 1 year.
Last year.
This was last year.
Indeed, all of a sudden, plane now a year, a 1 more day, the whole Africa, Ghana plane a Tiapono. Muba power dear. All of a sudden, I say, so. Mufanko magazine ko ni ya no kakre ba mbedi kakre bi nya kase se soda no nkumu soda wo
no
that take so wo mbedi na pensi yani na asevi Ghana some money eti NDC for sebe enye se ejimi fo na koto abama mu nfie nyina ya dwen mmeresa emu mmeresa debi ene fele na me di eja na eba. And soon that me cast a more go because Monko ya papa doctor Mamubia Baumia page is a Monko share. Start all your 130 you should doctor. The credit score at the mark drivers. Buy now.
Pay later. Yo.
I'm a J question comment. I'm not a phone because of the corner in Chinam. Oh, you know, be a comment what here. And mammy, I'm going to Swony and me, J. Now, start the kind chance and some of the American baby, a beer new. And who shall show one signs never. The name say, now coupon what say, how boy a dreaming answer to you in a yet. Now, I sound so a catcher, say, you may acquire knowledge what I see so. The intimate identify between right and wrong, you know. Saying I'm in 2028 or Becassa.
Amen.
Any 31st of January, Becassa, NPP for delegate. Yes, Ramo, made the Manu Bessie, and I don't come many years into investment, but not the Jana Neba. Me who with Macmanian say, the percent, my man also and trendy, mean shamo. Dr. Mamuk Baumia, I mean shabebre, only what you who could dash under your path, who could dash to Ghana problems, who die for solutions, any more results, every year. Men could that, and so the other will come to quack. There be that. Yaman and Palo. Omo India. I bring ya Bibia. Doctor, opposition away. Then do 2028. Once someone will come in Nara. They don't check this for. And this for 30 December. And now your papa. Almost MPP for lay good foundation for Ghana tourism. And so come on, one doctor, Evocata, and young Asamosa, the app,
music app.
Well, yes, I bet you Santana and it's a small quantity of Yoko Yamude or Mochi. One, every job at that and I'm going to be a studio TV station, TV station, and I bet you Santana Mancasa, I bet Cassa, Dr. Mahmoud Bambia, and balance how entertainment and tourism now. We laid good foundation. We say, Yanko Pon, Thai Doctor Chino, and do 2027 for a drop at Chimunina, Baku. It's a bushing for the Stramo, and some dead be saying, and some probably say, my more. So, your ball more, be 2 weeks been a choir. Sanya Bankwasi Afghanistan. Stramo be brave. Good news. My young share where you walk, Doctor. Me uncle Shani promoting and quickly. You said Doctor dear, Uncle Pond didn't change. Tell it me the Manu ABC. Sanya Bibia Mekano. Ghana for NPP for Africa for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on your asset for only NPP. On your asset for only Ghana. Any the bush ya for any Africa or your asset, any we are for Nina. Yanko Obo Doctor no bon sesame and sape. Baku Ghana because ye poem pie bo, ye swing a mean Yanko Ponshe who say, oh, ye Fimizimu, or the Solomon Air Brain, or the David Air Brain, or the Hope Air Brain. Because the Ghana thing Ghana 50 years, independent 50, 68 years, yes, in Kumamreso. Into Yanko Pon the doctor, Abba, Eba be ye free, and Kwasum, well, liberating. Now do a year I'm ready with the ABC Kunkonso. Doctor, any year free Kunkonso, the Aqua Peponoso, Nanya Butcher for Aqua Pe. And Tinobusia for delegate, Estramo.
All right.
31st of January 2026. A man will see that NPP Bay yo, Ghana Bay yo, Africa Bay yo. It will now 31st of January 2026.
Yeah.
Moon rain fee, Moon to Abama doctor. So the mama do my or better positions a mamma one uncle say or a ye or the factory the factory I said doctor any policy never that appointment yet NPP policy no and the doctor you walk around for doctor she says Samira be president that policy the be Juma Samira and it's an appointment
Sabe
Sramu bebre
Sabe
mama refuse first no moto abebi ya na ejamu moto abebi ya na ejamu da bi doctor say past and present delegate so nyankopɔ de bibi adua mu enti momra no ni munya adwuma mo ba boa no na mo ba the shadow employment minister wetimi aboa no on appointment mu mo mbe na mo be de ai be
all right
to media do we be si Africa da e bi si obi asiafa na nyina da e bi si Ghana da to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia me de me fe nyameche nyame na de na check Ghana Africa any NPP me da service
me so me da se pa na me de manu ebe wi
o papa le sie e wi de ma me so me nto me papa Bawumia kakra wate
1 minute
yo me ni possible wa kani nyina na so doctor de said de da bia ye kano delegate ye doctor de abe o fasuala kochon bebre kwa what you see doctor say oba welfare no obema na hia grassroots no obema welfare na koho say bia wanya politi yanya politi ekwan
oh Josie o papa na
doctor policies
yanko Josie catch ura say oba. Oma 1 minute pe. Hey, Josie, we lie no. Na me dey say
My network no.
Okay.
My network no of a fellas.
I'm say ajinsem. Network ajinsem. Aba. Be Josie the natia fast. Okay, for me da say the na make no answer na me de program ne bebe wie no. Pesa me kamfo accounts unite ma me srao X Twitter nyame ya adoma Friday meko so akodi dwuma me ne o meko akodi dwuma enu ti mesrao say Friday say bo 8 p.m. Ghana time 8 p.m. Mun join ya wo ho na yentumi eni nkomo emfa Ghana ho emfa bi emfa the party MPP ho mesrao mu pi mo make sure say mo be join accounts unite program o matuni inside politics. Other guests ebe also into the mesra mo se muni na amamra na yentumi yeden yentumi ngrumbom madam muni na ase madam producers ase madam chairman Janice Asari bedi akomeda wase madam virus so madam wase madam Emma ne mema minimu ye adwuma in the team SKB TV Raz Media Felicia Rita RD Show Dashell Miss MPP Madam Munina se mo amoboa fact based network mo amunim dada munina moka ho na ema akro ne so mo amoboa MPP e mo page so amoma ne ko nyina ye ni so bold patriotic alliance for the same way Bawumia San patriotic defenders there are so many people amunina mobo adwuma edeboa NPP na me bompa yes mama ye go no ene ye aim na nya baako enya me kwesi na na me ko competition enya woni obi na ko competition na embom adwuma so a ye de aboa ye political party ene ye candidate eno na ye dwene ho mesrew de amemetumi aye no wo ntumi nye na de awoso betumi aye me ntumi nye eno na ma ye unique nti no mama ye nhye saade ne nso so ye nya tu ye nwasi wase ye de be ye adwuma no yenye adwuma so no ye fama Reverend Tim for Jode bia me we feel that me da wase na me ame papa Kokofu me chairman me nyate won ka chairman Kokofu ma me nte won ka na yentumi eni nkomo saa so bio say me kan no Dr. Donfe also me chia o me da wase Professor Boedi Dr. Bano munna moboa ma page no course bio nyankopon entina ni nche onyame ya adoma Wednesday ya ne Poyando ene bi hia wa ha unim se be fireworks Poyando ene de bi hia wa enti we making a point I'm joining. Is there Sister Ellen Pacho, is there any last words you like to say before I close down? Madam Ellen, maybe our person o can say na mapon and I'm to me pon.
Oh, Pacho, thank you.
Okay, me that say interview for Wednesday mon join me na your name is Poyando so enfanchiche so ha said I can ever try say the more communication people ever page so more and that will be my focus said be hu now enya hu said Dr. Baumia ne be win no let's see ways I dey correcting mistakes ACC ye am you to me elu ye nti medamu ni na ase Marcus onyame nhira o kwame free Esther Lily medamu ni na ase mo amotwe wo YouTube Nana Jesse amanya akon Nana Techi wo hwe Axim odene ho when you na show me that's a baby girl me that said it be our Danny Tike also sa Joey Sifo Ghana Puzo big up yourself I me Colorado for no me da money na so feel asare kwesi minti mana if you kuma why ase me chiamu na me da money na ase se Malik also me da was se obe join Ernest Aferi the money na so nyame enti na nimu nkyeremo na yensan share bio on Wednesday. Bye. Right, a day for bye, yeah.